Freedom. Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all been saying on the internet recently? Has the internet been fucking saying recently about things? Cole, how you been doing?
So you know what I don't like that you do, Q?
What?
I don't like when you ask questions that you already know the answer to.
Ain't that the fucking job of a host of a podcast? To ask questions I know the answers to set you up. Like, isn't that what you mad about me throwing you a pass? You open for a three. Go shoot that shit. Why you mad at me for giving you the ball?
You know goddamn well the internet has not been sane. The internet has not been sane since Shador said this on the football team.
I don't know what you're talking about, Cove. I'm gonna be honest with you. The internet's always been a bastion for intellectualism, and I don't know why you don't understand that.
Okay.
The most intellectual football discourse happens in live stream chats and on Twitter. Everybody knows this. This is where all the great minds collaborate and come up with the best ideas to progress the game of football forward.
You ain't shit for that. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. I can't believe it.
What you mean? You don't think that Twitter is the bastion of football discourse? And it is to football discourse what the promenade was to democracy. we not going with the internet being the third great lever here. We not giving the internet its credit.
No.
I mean, where else will we get this fascinating discourse? You know, I heard people bring up, hey, if you're not a quarterback away, you shouldn't draft the quarterback. And I just find that to be riveting.
You find that to be
riveting discourse. Like, wow, I never thought that if you were a team without a quarterback, you should just not take a quarterback until you're hypothetically good enough to where that quarterback could be the final piece to take you over the top. I never thought about team building like that. You know, I just thought it's like, hey, you want to get a good quarterback and to build around that. But apparently that's old school.
I'm just waiting for you to be done so we can talk about this. And talk about how stupid
we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
It's just the dumbest. It's just the dumbest.
It's the dumbest thing ever. It's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
It's so idiotic. The entire premise that it's what makes it particularly stupid is the fact that teams have shown you not what you're supposed to do.
What'd you say? Because it cut in and out real quick.
Yeah, you were kind of like in and out the whole time.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Am I good?
Yeah, it sounded like you FaceTiming us for a second. I'm like, man.
Oh, like I was FaceTiming. It sounded like I was FaceTiming you for a second.
Yeah.
But I was saying it's just like there's so many football teams that have proven without a shadow of a doubt that is not how you build this thing out, is waiting to take the quarterback until you're hypothetically good enough to take one. No, they don't do that. Like, nobody does that.
Oxymoron. It's an oxymoron, too, because if you're good enough to be a quarterback away, you're not good enough to get a quarterback in the draft. Well, you're not bad enough to get a quarterback in the draft. Which is the part of this whole complex about people wanting to wait till. So people are like, we're going to improve the team and get so good around the quarterback position that all we're going to need is somebody to take the reins to be a championship contender. But we don't think that team is also going to be. We also think that team is going to be bad enough to get one of the top quarterbacks in 2027. It does not work out, right? Like, that's not how this works.
Like, best case scenario, you were the Denver Broncos with Bo Nix.
Yeah, it's truly a best case scenario.
I guess technically the Eagles with Jalen Hurts, but like, yeah.
I mean, that's more of an outlier, right? Like, best case scenario, you get like Bo Nix kind of a result. And that result's not exactly common. Most often, you end up being what the Browns were in 2023 and in 2024. Or, you know, maybe if you get lucky, you can recruit some veterans. You can be Pittsburgh. right? Like that's ultimately what that theory usually results in is that kind of a result. I don't know why it is. And you know what's fascinating about this, Cole and Curtis? It's like a cartoon, bro. Like we always find ourselves arguing with these same people on the internet because it is the exact same people who wanted to take a quarterback at 2 last year when the draft class obviously was bad enough to where you should not have took a quarterback at 2, especially after Cam Ward went number 1, which I don't think he was a top 5 pick, but enough people did, right? So this is like, isn't this fascinating how we're arguing with the people who desperately wanted to take Shador Sanders number 2 overall?
I'm not taking those people seriously at all.
Oh, just want to point out, you know, you're usually not supposed to evaluate draft classes until like a couple years out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's fair to say not taking Shador Sanders with the 2nd overall pick was absolutely the correct decision. By the way, I just think it's we should probably point that out.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe you can make the argument because Cam Ward's team is so bad around him, and he does put some highlight throws together. People are telling themselves like that could be the number 1 pick, or he could have that kind of result. I'm waiting to see. Right, because I've seen situations like that before where it doesn't really pan out. But yeah, I think when you look at last year's draft class, I think what you can say definitively is that there was no early 1st-round pick in that draft class. I'm about to say a sentence that proves that draft class wasn't good. And this sentence is 100% true, and you can verify it. Tyler Show's the best quarterback in that class right now.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck is the best quarterback.
Undeniably so.
Yeah. And we may need to apologize to the Saints at some point because we clowned them for taking Tyler Show.
Hey, no. No, nobody clowned the Saints for taking Tyler Show more than Saints fans. Okay,
Yeah,
that is very true
about not taking Shador, right? Like I saw somebody put up a tweet. I'm sorry for all the things I said. I'm sorry that I disrespected you, Mr. Show, and I wanted Shador Sanders, who threw 3 interceptions this last week. Like, and Saints fans were having a come to Jesus moment.
Did you hear the song? Did you hear the Tyler Shuck song?
Who getting shucked tonight?
No, I'm not gonna do that. But
you didn't hear we're getting shucked tonight?
No, did not hear we're getting shucked tonight.
Oh, you're absolutely about to download this. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Be careful, Cole. The last time I said I was going to download a song, I got roasted by these kids for like 30 days. Okay.
What song was that? What song was that?
I was like, yeah, man, let me get the MP3. And they was like, what?
Oh, yeah. You're not supposed to say that.
Download the music?
You definitely aged yourself. with that one. Hold on. Putting it in the group chat. Please click on it and download it. Please. We need to hear it.
Let me age. You about to put a virus on my phone? Remember people was worried about that. Put a virus on my shit.
Oh, DJ Lagway transferred?
He entered the transfer portal.
Oh, he's in the...
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Evil Empire, laughing all the way to the bank.
Got a lot of tags in it.
They getting shucked tonight, we getting shucked tonight. They getting shucked tonight, we getting shucked tonight. They getting shucked tonight, they getting shucked tonight. She getting shucked tonight, they getting shucked tonight. All up in the dome, you getting shucked tonight. QB1 making every play look like. Knock them boys out, it ain't even a fight. Motion to the left, now you know he go right. Heard they won't smoke, well let's go with the fight. Then we get on top by the end of the night.
Is this gonna get better?
Who Who getting shucked tonight?
All right, man. We don't need the hey, look, no matter what the Browns do at quarterback, we don't need music for it. Okay.
Hey, shout out Bud, man. He actually heard it. He actually heard it. Like he actually heard the song and was singing it post game.
We don't need music if our quarterback emerges next year. We don't need to. I don't need to know what you go around Mendoza with. The only person I need to see make music about that is like Has Matthews, who's been doing it for a while. But no. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like this class has been exactly what everybody said it was. I find it fascinating that people who wanted to take a quarterback into a legitimately bad year to take a quarterback in the top 5 have somehow found a way to convince themselves that Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza are like infinitely worse prospects than what came out last year. And that to me is fascinating because like, how can you do that while watching those two play? Like, I think it's pretty obvious, like, okay, these two are better prospects than what we had last year.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, they're saying, like, I'm seeing Colorado fans say, oh, Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman with worse numbers. I'm like, man, watch the tape, bro.
Come on, man.
Watch the tape, man. He put up. Who cares, man? He was like, what are we doing? I'm like,
hey, can we do a thing? I need Colorado fans to hear me when I say this. Y'all need to understand that y'all play in the Big 12. Y'all do not play in the Big 10. And the Big 12 is not what the Big 12 used to be. Like
Nebraska would probably be one of the best teams in the Big 12. And like, I'm not even a Big 10 fan. Like, before y'all even get on this, right? Because I know that these other two cheer for Ohio State. I do not do that anymore. I be arguing with Ohio State fans all the fucking time. The Big 10 is so much better than the fucking Big 12. Okay? Like, it's the Big 12 is probably, I mean, it goes back and forth between them and the ACC for the worst Big 4 conference, right? Like, it's usually between those two. ACC has like Florida State and Clemson, which when they're good, they could be of the elite tier. The Big 12 doesn't have anybody who could be elite anymore. Like, that's the problem with the Big. Maybe Texas Tech because they got all that oil money down there. Maybe, but we'll see what they do in the playoffs. But yeah, it's like it's just not the same as the Big 10. There's no challenge like Oregon in the Big 12. There's no team like Ohio State in the Big 12. And Mendoza beat both of those teams. And like, I find this like, people have been trying to tell me like, oh, like Shador's tape is clearly better than Mendoza's. And one is like, it's clearly not better than Mendoza's. Like, I can definitively say like his tape is better. Like, Mendoza's tape at Indiana is significantly better. The tape at Cal definitely demonstrates more of a ceiling than Shador's tape did. And if you look at the quality of victory versus the quality of opponent that Mendoza has had this year, he has 2 wins on his resume that Shador doesn't even come close to even breathing on. That's without even playing in the playoffs.
And for what it's worth, Mendoza went up to Alton Stadium, one of the toughest environments in college football, went up there and won a very difficult game. Now, granted, he didn't play well, but he went up there and made big plays when he had to. Shador went up to Alton and got his chain snatched by Bo Nix, but I digress because he was terrible in that game. So, you know.
Well, it's like, I know people make the argument that Indiana has like a better team, and overall Indiana's team is better, but you know, like, why are we acting like Shador didn't have the Heisman Trophy winner?
Literally the number 2 overall pick in the draft, he was throwing the football to.
Yeah, and like, he also had the Heisman Trophy winner while playing FCS football at one point. Like, absolute, like, the dude won the Heisman, went number 2 in the draft, and he was playing at Jackson State, which, again, I have nothing but respect for the SWAC and MEAC. But if we're looking at competition-wise, where the SWAC and MEAC sit on the larger scale of college football, they aren't even one of the better FCS conferences, right? Like, these are schools that get called up to play teams that are in better conferences in the Missouri Valley and in Big Sky and the FCS that routinely run schools from this conference out the door, out the stadium. So some of these numbers, like you're comparing somebody who played with a legitimate second pick in the draft in the FCS. And I would like to point out, did not win the Celebration Bowl with that player. Not really his fault, but still kind of incredible that didn't happen. Like,
I want to ask you a legitimate question.
Yeah.
What big games did Shador win at Colorado?
He hasn't won. I've been making this point for like a year and a half.
He didn't win any.
Shador. Yeah, he and it's weird because I was talking to Be Like Mike on this on Twitter because I was like, it's strange to me all the stuff that sticks with him, positive or negative, right? Like the stupid patting the ball thing that stuck on him for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was stupid. But the one thing I've been saying since like the evaluation of him in the draft is like, hey, this guy has a suspect record and a suspect history when he plays better teams.
Someone in the comments said TCU, that was his biggest win.
TCU was terrible that year.
Yeah, they were bad that year. So no,
they were coming off the national championship, but they weren't even ranked by the end of the year, right? I think his best win is maybe Kansas State that year. His last year. Kansas State, they lost that game, but I thought he played well in that game after he lost.
Yeah, he played well. He played well against Kansas State. They didn't win that game.
Yeah.
Baylor's probably his best win,
I guess.
I don't know if Baylor ended the season ranked, but they played a ranked BYU team in a bowl game that year and got ran out
and got demolished.
And Travis played in that game, like the whole team played in that game.
Someone in the comments said Colorado State.
Come on, dog. Are you fucking serious?
You're making our point, though. You're making our point.
Yeah.
Like
when
Mendoza's two biggest wins are Oregon and at the time the number 1 ranked team with now the number 2 ranked team, Ohio State.
You know,
Baylor wasn't ranked at all last year.
So, I was pointing this out last year, right? And I'm not pointing this out to shit on Shador, to say he's not talented, or to say he can't make it in the league. I think he can have an outcome that is successful in the NFL. But people have to reconcile with hey, when the level of competition speeded up, things got a little wonky for him, and that's going to take some time to get over for him. And when we're talking about my big red flag for Shador was people were bringing up stuff he did versus North Dakota State too often for me. When I talk about Fernando Mendoza, I'm not going to bring up nothing he did against no Indiana State.
Bro, I was literally talking to Corey. I was talking to Corey about this, and I was like, yeah, he's playing well against Wisconsin, but I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about him lighting up Wisconsin. That doesn't mean anything to me. I care about what he's going to look like against teams with real NFL talent on it.
Yeah.
And against those teams, he got the job done.
Yeah, he was able to get through, to break through. And I think the thing underrated about the Ohio State game, because everybody goes to the tape, to the stat line on that. He was playing without Omar Cooper. He was playing with 4 backup offensive linemen. It was just Mendoza on offense making it happen for Indiana in that game versus the fucking juggernaut Ohio State defense.
Keep in mind they still only gave up 13 points.
Yeah. And it's not like they were struggling to get the ball up and down the field, but Ohio State might be one of the best red zone defenses of all time, in college football history. I think that's the kind of numbers they put up this year. And yeah, they struggled a little bit, but when they needed to break through at the end of the game, they were able to break through. And compare what Indiana was last year with a better roster, I think around him. I think there's more NFL players on last year's Indiana roster than this year's Indiana roster. Think about what that team was versus elite competition without Mendoza and what they are with Mendoza. Without Mendoza, they were a joke of a team that got ran by every big boy competition that they ran into, right? They were basically an elevated group of 5 team that won their conference, right? They were an elevated version of what JMU was. with Curtis Warwick last year. They played Ohio State, got smacked. Played Penn State, got smacked. Right? They could not beat the Blue Buds of the Big Ten. Mendoza gets there, and they're doing shit that the program has never done before.
Literally has never done before.
So for people to act like that's not like the quarterback at Indiana won the Heisman. It has the Indiana Hoosiers at the number 2 team in the country.
Well, number 1 now.
Number 1 team in the country. Yeah, that's usually indicative of somebody who's going to be a top prospect in the draft. I'm seeing people break their brains to justify him not being what he obviously is. I saw Emory Hunt call him a Jared Goff with a much stronger arm. It is in the same breath, that's why I think he's a second round prospect. And I'm like, you just called him Jared Goff with a stronger arm, and then you turned around and be like, yeah, the guy who went number 1 overall in 2016 with a stronger arm.
Like
but that's why he's
obviously going to go first. If
he's a second round prospect,
he's obviously going to go first.
Emory Hunt has said some crazy things about Shador that's just made me question his credibility at this point, right? Like he was doing the whole name a quarterback better than Shador, and I think he only stopped for like Lamar or something stupid like that. I just need Browns fans, and I think the majority of Browns fans understand this. The Browns are in no position to pass up a quarterback if a quarterback is there to take.
This is the thing. You're not wrong. I'm trying to understand why people just won't accept this for what it is.
Well, I think here's my theory. Here's my crackpot theory. Tinfoil hat time. This is a weird combination of Shador fans and Ohio State fans converging at the same time. I think this is creating a storm for these takes, because if you're a Shador fan, you want Shador to get an extra year, right? If you're an Ohio State fan, you want the Browns to draft Cole.
Oh, Julian saying that's what they want. That's what they want.
They want Julian saying. They believe he's going to be an amazing prospect in the draft. That's what they believe, and they also.
Are you saying you do not believe that, Q?
He reminds me of quarterbacks who have previously gone in the top 15 in the draft.
Who?
You'll maybe say it.
Yeah, say it. Who?
Mac Jones. By the way, look, before people get mad, look at Mac Jones' college numbers. Very accurate, downfield thrower, gets the ball to his elite wide receivers really well. When the pressure starts to heat up, things look a little different, right? When shit gets a little bit more real, things start to get a little bit different. But ultimately, somebody who could probably be an NFL level quarterback, but needs the environment to be more right around him than I think people are giving credit for right now.
Okay.
I mean, he's throwing the 2 number 1 receivers. But the 2 times he's had a real challenge, I think they would put up like 10 points.
So that's what we're talking. Well, Texas was the first game of the season, so definitely give it a brace on that. So definitely give a brace on that. But
in the national championship, the Big Ten championship game, and look, there's reason to give grace on that. I still think Ohio State's going to win the national championship because ultimately it was a weird week for Ohio State. It was an extremely weird week for Ohio State, right? They had coordinator hires happening. Brian Hartline took the job. Where did Brian Hartline take the job? Like some kind of small Florida school.
North Texas.
He took the job at North Texas.
He took the job at South Florida, not North Texas.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was North Texas. Okay, yeah.
That's why I would go there.
He's at least going to coach in the fucking American, right?
I was like, is it like North Texas or something? Like,
North Texas. He went to the Sun Belt? Well, no. North Texas is now, it's Sun Belt, right?
I don't
Or are they in the American now? I think they're in the American now.
No, North Texas. I gotta see because I can look it up. North
Yeah,
Texas.
no, they were in the American Championship game versus the Tulane.
Yeah, they're in the American.
Yeah, they're in the American. So yeah, I guess I would have been still new. But yeah. So I mean, it was a tumultuous week for Ohio State, right? And look, they probably took Indiana a little bit more lightly than they should have.
I think they thought. I don't think they thought they were going to roll Indiana.
Brother, they saw 5'7" out there guarding Jeremiah Smith and thought they was about to just get money all day.
Hey, D'Angelo Pons is good, by the way. I don't know how many times I got to keep
little man fought his ass off in that game.
He is good. I just want to point that out.
Fun fact is that they both were teammates at Chaminade Madonna High School. So that's the crazy part.
Oh, we gonna go Andrew Wiggins, Jason Tatum that one year where it's like, oh, he had the same shooting coach as Jason Tatum, so he knew how to lock him up.
I'm pretty sure
we set ourselves for an inevitable, nasty Jeremiah Smith 200-yard game against Pons because that's how this is gonna end. Like, did
he have 140?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
overrated. No, like what's gonna happen is that they're gonna probably meet again in the championship game, and if people are like, Pons shut him down, it's gonna be like that Deladova, Steph Curry thing was like, oh yeah, he shut him down. Steph Curry had like 35 in that fucking game, but it's like he shut him down. All this, people gonna talk about the effort, and then Jeremiah Smith go like, okay, I'm getting like 250. It's gonna be Devontae Smith or Shawn Wade all over again, but. Like you can never take away that man Big Ten championship ring.
No, but I do think he's good. I think he'd be a good slot corner. I think the Browns should do that if he's anywhere past round 3. If he's still there, I think they should do that for sure.
Absolutely. But yeah, do we have anything more to say with this idea? Or what's even weirder about it? I think I brought this up. Talking about the Browns drafting a quarterback is like the same energy you get when you talk about like wanting better healthcare solutions in America because all people come at you with is reasons it can't happen. Right? Like that's all you get met with is just straight pessimism. Oh, why it can't happen. Oh, how we gonna pay for it? We got other problems. You don't want to do anything about that? And it's like, hey man, we can do more than one thing at a time. Like
people are fighting this so hard that they're taking a quarterback.
We've been talking about, hey, the Browns look like they might be able to get a top 3 pick, get a quarterback. Oh no, we're not going to lose to this team and that team. And then now people are like, no, we're going to beat the Bengals in the last game of the season. Bitch, we haven't won that game in 5 years. Like, what are we talking about? Where's all this confidence? We're going to beat the Bills when they need to win. The Steelers, when they absolutely need to win, both those teams going to be in playoff mode, and Joe Burrow going to be playing for the Bengals. We lost to Cam Ward at home. Where's all this confidence stemming from that the Browns are going to win a game?
I would also like to point out, as I've said for multiple weeks now, the Cleveland Browns are going to do everything in their power to make sure they lose that game against the Bengals.
We don't even have to, Cole. We can go out there and play our asses off and still lose to the Bills.
Last game against the Bengals, they are going to do everything they can to make sure they lose that game.
And it's not even going to be necessary, dog. Like, it's not even going to be necessary. What you think special teams going to get their act together? It's getting worse every week.
I don't know how it's getting worse every week, by the way.
It's getting worse. Every week we just give up a 50-yard kick return. I'm like, we used to at least wait 3 weeks in between kick return gaps. We're just going every week now. We're eventually going to get to twice a game, go.
Whatever gets me Dante Moore.
Amen. I bring up the idea of the Browns getting the number. Like people are like, oh, well, the Jets, they're going to trade up and jump us. One, we don't even know if that's what the Jets want to do. Two, if we sitting at 3 and you're trading up to 2, the Titans might not give a fuck about that package that the Jets could give them because they're saying to themselves, hey, we want our best guy on the board.
Also, I just want this out. If the Browns are in the top 2, doesn't matter if a team wants to trade up because the Browns are in the top 2. It's not going to matter.
It's more likely than not that the Browns are going to be at least in the top 3. They're probably going to be in the top 2 because, like, there's usually not 4 teams with 3 wins. Okay, like that's not how this usually goes. There's usually like 1 or 2 teams.
So what we're looking at right now is that the Raiders and the Giants play each other.
Yeah, so unless they tie, somebody got to win that game.
Yeah, right. So that
the Browns
gets them
in
the
top 3 more than likely.
Automatically gets them in the top 3, no matter what.
If they lose out.
Assuming they lose out, which is what they're going to do, they're going to be in the top 3. So that just means that you either need the Giants to win a game somewhere, or you need the Titans to win a game somewhere. The Titans also play the Saints.
So the Titans are the least likely to pick up a win of all the teams. Well, no, actually the Raiders.
The Raiders are the least likely.
Well, the Raiders were, but then Pat Mahomes tore his ACL.
Yeah, so now officially, like, and I think the Chiefs play both the Raiders and the Titans the rest of the way. Yes. And now those games are actually like
winnable.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Giants play winnable games for the rest of the year. So the Giants are the most likely to win a game in the next 3 weeks. I think the Raiders are the team that you probably want to pick up a win here because they are, I think they're clearly in quarterback territory. Who knows? They are the Raiders. So they might decide to do some dumb shit, or they might decide we're just going to start a rebuild and just try to get a bunch of picks. Like they're the team that could trade to the Jets too, as much as they could just take a quarterback. We'll see. They got the most like 2000s Browns coding of all the teams left in this conversation. Like if it's something you think that like Ray Farmer could do, the Raiders could do. Right? Like, so if there's a team that Julio Jones themselves out the top 5, that's them. The Titans, they're almost certainly going to trade that pick. Whatever pick they get, they're almost certainly going to trade that pick. So yeah, we'll see how the season ends up. Look, I think the Browns are very likely to go over for the last few games of the season. We'll see what Shador can continue to do, but I think there is a serious question at this point of like, hey, Shador versus good teams that are trying to win. It's a very different story than when he's playing with teams that are below him in the draft order. Also, the more he gets out there, the more teams are kind of jumping in on his tendencies. He threw the ball 14 times to Harold Feiner.
2 best throws were Isaiah Bond. You know, I appreciate that at least.
Yeah, like Shador is an NFL player. Shador will have an NFL career if the hype around him allows him to have an NFL career. I don't think Shador is going to be ready to be a plus level starter soon enough for that to matter for the Browns in the short term. And I think that's ultimately the math that the Browns are working with. Also, it's like, hey, is this a guy you want to pay? Or is he going to be the kind of quarterback that you want to pay? I don't know if that's going to be there. You know, I think he'll be a fun quarterback, an interesting quarterback, right? Kind of reminds me at times of watching Jameis Winston. But I don't know if that's going to be a quarterback you want to sit there and say, hey, we're going to dedicate the whole franchise to and give it everything to him, right? And that's kind of what I thought about him before the draft. So nothing I've seen has really moved me off of that point. I have had the unfun distinction, Kobe, of being somebody who kind of likes Shador Sanders, but not as much as everybody else, but also don't seem to hate on him as much as everybody else. So I just get shit on by everybody. It's not been fun. It's not been a fun like year and a half. I get called a hater, a Dylan stan. I've never been a Dylan stan, but I've been called this because I'm like, Shador has some flaws in this game. He needs to work out. Like, this has been unfun for a motherfucker like me. Okay, like, very unfun. This is only fun for those who are living in the extreme of either camp here, which is everybody else has been brutal. Okay,
bro, it's just been ridiculous. It's been ridiculous.
Brutal, dog.
Like it's just dumb, bro. And then
And think about this, man. If we do all of this shit and we don't get a quarterback, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, if we don't even try to get a quarterback, dog. If we don't even fucking try, like they lose out. They get a top 5 pick. They get the top 2 pick. Dante Moore, Mendoza, right there. We not even gonna fucking try. Bro, if that happens, I would be. No, okay,
bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. Without a shadow of a doubt, they are going to take a quarterback, assuming they are in position to take one. It's really not worth anybody getting worked up over. It's not worth arguing about. They are very clearly going to take a quarterback.
The real question it's that simple. Yet people are saying, no, we got to build around Shador. What the fuck do we need to build around him for? Why? Are we really going to do that? And they're going to say, oh, if we can't build around him, we can try 2027. Okay, fine. You're basically wasting a year because you thought the guy that you took in the 5th round was the answer, only for him to not be the answer. So you wasted 2 years. You basically wasted a year trying to figure that out. Like, what are we doing?
It's like have this fun exercise I do. What sounds like the most familiar fuck up that the Browns have done? Is it taking a quarterback at face value who seems to be projected to be in the top 5? Not really something the Browns have done a ton of. Despite the fact that people are trying to gaslight you on the internet into thinking that the Browns have done nothing but take quarterbacks in the top 5. And these folks clearly just don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to Cleveland Browns football. A lot of people like that have been parachuting in. Oh, the Browns are going to take another quarterback in the top 5. Bitch, we've done it twice. Like, twice. We've done it twice. This team has been ass for 20 years, and we've taken a quarterback in the top 5 twice. Okay? Don't tell me that's the fucking franchise's issue. Okay? Like, you know what you're talking about. Like, straight up. But it's like, what sounds more familiar? Browns swinging and missing or going after a number 2 overall pick, which, by the way, every time the Browns have gone after somebody in the top 5, we've made the playoffs with that quarterback on the roster. But I digress. We could either do that or we could get really excited about some guy who showed some sparks in the weak part of the season and decide that we're going to bet it all on that. What sounds more familiar to you? I'll tell you what sounds familiar. That shit sounds familiar.
Draft a fucking quarterback, bro.
We don't need to go and look at this quarterback out of Miami of Ohio. We got Jeff Garcia and Kelly Holcomb as era, bruh. Like, this is really what we do. We've done this shit so many times. Nah, man, we don't need to tank for Andrew Luck. Let's roll it out with Colt McCoy. Let's see what we can do with Colt McCoy. Like, this is the same shit we do. We be trying to get quarterbacks at big lots. They don't sell quarterbacks at big lots. Brother, and if they got a quarterback at big lots, it's not something you should be spending money on. We out here being ballers at big lots. That's what we love to do at quarterback. We gonna spend the most money at big lots, but God forbid we go to the quarterback store to get a quarterback. Like, fuck that. Full price for a quarterback? Can't do that. No, I'd rather get a discount. Why?
Damn, you saying Browns fans are cheap? They don't want to spend big?
Yes, bro. They scary.
Yeah, they are.
They're scary. They're Browns fans are cowards, bro. You are a coward. That's why you are afraid.
My dad got into an argument. My dad's pretty frugal, right? Like, good dude, but he's frugal. And my mom was like, you buy all this cheap junk and then you keep replacing it. You spend more money on the cheap junk if you buy something good to begin with.
I remember
they never left my mind since you said that to him.
I remember
Every
going
time
to
I'm
the
about to
store.
buy something, I'm like, let me just get the good one.
Somebody said we getting a QB from Marks.
We be trying to get a buy one get one deal on a quarterback. Let's just fucking just go to the quarterback store and buy one, like full price, please. Like, can we do that one time?
Pick out one you like and let's buy it.
Yeah, like, here you go, Mendoza. More, you know,
Super Chat said, we don't need a top QB. We got one at home.
Home ass.
I'm still in that.
I'm sick of being cheap, bro. I'm sick of being cheap, bro. Shout out Isaac, bro. That was
all of these fucking different plans that people have. Well, we don't need to do the obvious thing and take a quarterback at 2. What we could do is actually trade back and then maneuver these picks, and then we can maybe maneuver our way into the top 5 of the 2027 draft. Like, bitch, just draft the quarterback. Like, can we just do that? Can we just do that, man? Like, one time.
You want to know why they've been ass for almost 30 years? Because you're trying to do everything except what all the normal teams do. All the normal teams do the same thing.
We gonna trade back and draft Corey Coleman, and then in the second round we gonna get Deshaun Kaiser, and that's gonna be better. Like,
no.
Okay.
No. You know what you need to do? You need to lose out, right? You need to lose out. We don't need to win any more games. We're good. You need to lose out, and then you need to take a quarterback when you're in the top 2. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Just take a quarterback. Mendoza's probably going to be gone. We're going to take Dante Moore. We're going to get up out of there.
20 years. Well, I think Dante Moore might be gone first, but it really depends on who's making that selection there, because he is 20. like he's 20, and I think he has a little bit more like arm talent. They're both very talented throwers of the football, but I think it's a little bit more effortless for Dante. And it's kind of like when you at Best Buy and you looking at 2 TVs side to side, and you like, this one way more saturated than the other one, but then you take them home and you don't notice the difference. It's like when you put them next to each other, you'll notice it. I don't think it's that big of a difference between the two. But I think Mendoza does, like, if he has a great playoff and let's say he wins the national championship, there is going to be a narrative around him that's going to be undeniable. like that's what he's starting to build. Like, this dude has had a lot of great fourth quarter moments this season. And, you know, I know people compare him to Kirk Cousins, but that's what Kirk Cousins could show up in the fucking fourth quarter. He'd be a much better quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Mendoza's definitely gonna go first, especially when you start thinking, when they start talking about intangible things that quarterbacks have. Like, he got all of that shit going for him. You know what I'm saying?
The most special out of the two. Like, he's definitely. We see quarterback prospects like more, and I'm not saying like more fits the template of a really, really good quarterback prospect in the modern day. Like, he's not really like a different kind of personality. He's not doing anything like new at Oregon. He is another great quarterback in the line of good quarterbacks coming out of Oregon. He is a pretty standard personality. Mendoza's certainly more of a personality, right? That some people may be attracted to, may not be attracted to. And he's making you take Indiana football very seriously, which is a fucking feat. Okay, like, this is the losingest program in college football history.
He got it, man. Like, all the intangible stuff, all the leadership qualities that you want in a quarterback. Like, he got all that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He got that.
They love his ass now, there, boy. It is.
Yeah. Like, if there's a guy where I think that personality, or there's a team where I think his personality would be greatly appreciated and people would gravitate towards that, it's definitely the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, because he also has this thing about him where it's like he took a losing program and turned them into a winner, right? Like, that's something that Browns fans are going to care about. Like,
underdog too, like 2-star prospect coming out of high school and you know, got to Cal. Do what he has to do.
You know, some of these people still love them some Joe Flacco. His big ass gonna come out there in 15, like, remind people of the good old days. Well, because he was 6'5" too. He's a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also like ultimately gonna be what could set him apart. On top of all the things we're talking about with Mendoza, the brother is 6'5" and 235 pounds. I mean, that is exactly like what you want size wise at the quarterback position.
It screams AFC North quarterback to you.
Oh yeah, like I do wonder like what the preference will be, because I do think for a team that plays inside, maybe Dante Moore's a little bit more appealing for the Raiders. But like, if you're the Browns, you're like, man, this guy screams Browns. like this fucking kid, the kid who got admitted into Yale academically without a scholarship for football. That kid, the kid who shows up to the quarterback meeting with a notepad and pen, ready to take actual notes. Like, he be taking Cornell notes in the football room. Like, this is a guy who speaks specifically to the team that employs a coach from Penn. It has a Harvard. Was he Harvard?
Yeah, I think he was Harvard.
Was Andrew Berry Harvard? Or was it Kevin that's from Harvard?
No, it had to be Andrew Berry.
Andrew Berry. Oh yeah, Kevin went to Penn. He's from Philly.
Yeah,
he's super Philly. Right. By the way, I explained that to some people who were like big, like, you know, like casual supporters of Shador. They're like, I don't get why the coach looks like that. I'm like, no, he a white dude from Philly. And it was like, oh, these are also people from DC. Like, so they were like, oh, that's just how he is. Like, yeah, he's just a white dude from Philly.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
It ain't even no hate. He probably likes Shador.
Yeah.
I bet it's kind of like his love for Tyler Huntley. You know, I bet he would fuck with him more if it wasn't like, hey, we put everything on this. You know what I mean?
Hey, Q, listen to me.
You don't think it's like
Q, look at me. No. It's not at all like that, actually.
You said if Kevin heard this, I can't believe he put his name in there with Tyler Huntley.
I'm telling you now, so you can stop saying that publicly.
Is it more Jameis? It can't be Jameis level. He hated Jameis.
It's nowhere near Tyler Huntley. Let's just say that. It's nowhere near that.
It's not Joe Flacco level.
Oh no.
What about DTR? Do we like him as much as DTR? Because I felt like that soured pretty quickly with him at DTR.
It's not great. It's not.
So what you're saying is they're drafting a quarterback.
Yes, they're drafting a quarterback, bro. They're drafting a quarterback.
And if Kevin doesn't get fired, they're trading Shador. First thing of business.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. First thing we doing. He has to go.
So that's the second question we got to get to. What do you do with Shador? What do you do with Dylan? What do you do with the makeup of this room if you do take a quarterback? And does that change for each quarterback that you draft?
In a perfect world, in a world where I think it could be functional, I would keep Shador and get rid of Dylan, just because Shador is clearly more talented than him.
Yeah,
like he's clearly more talented than Dylan. And so in a perfect world, I would keep Shador, trade Dylan, and move on. Unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world. And I don't think you can keep Shador on the roster with the quarterback you take in top two, because it's just gonna be ridiculous. Like it's gonna be ridiculous if he's there, bro. It's gonna be a circus, and like you can deal with that when the other quarterback is Dylan Gabriel, but if you take Fernando Mendoza or you take Dante Moore, like nah. They're not going to put up with it.
Do you think Andrew Berry cares about that though? Like that's the big factor. Because Andrew Berry is pretty consistent with his track record of I'm gonna do what I think puts the most talent on the team. All that other shit that we got to deal with, be damned.
Normally, I would say he don't care about that, but I think this is the one situation where you got to be like, hey, like you can't you in that room. There has to be a certain dynamic, and I just don't think that's a good dynamic to have. I think it's I think it's detrimental to the team at that point to do that.
But he's done this before.
Hopefully he's learned his lesson. Like, stop doing this, actually.
I'm an Andrew Berry supporter at this point, but also I have to be real. This is something Andrew does.
and hopefully
my least favorite thing about Andrew Berry.
And hopefully he stops doing it. Like, stop doing that.
I don't think he's gonna stop, bro.
But he needs to stop.
I think he's gonna be like, hey, bro, that shit ain't happening in here. Unless look, what they will do though, if they feel like somebody is not gonna be productive in the room, they will get rid of you pretty quickly. Because the second they got that fight from Baker Mayfield, it was out. Right? So, because they floated the idea of Baker competing. People forget all this shit with the Baker stuff. But remember, they floated the idea of him competing, and then that's when the tantrum started from Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it was made clear that Baker would not entertain that idea, is when they were like, okay, so he's not going to be cooperative. We got to get rid of him. If they don't feel like Sanders is going to be cooperative, if he's going to be hostile, like in the room itself, then they have to move. But if they just feel like it's going to be media pressure, they don't give a fuck, man. They don't care. They have told us so many times where they stand on that. They just simply don't care. They signed Isaiah Bond first day out. Literally.
He's not bad, by the way. I don't think he's
bad. He's good. But this is the Andrew Berry philosophy. I'm going to get what brings talent on this team.
I was like,
if we got to take a hit publicly, who gives a fuck?
I'm not going to lie, bro. Isaiah Bond be open a lot.
No, I think he's going to be a Travis Benjamin type, like nice little deep threat to go to. I really think, the Browns just got to figure out, they got to add a wide receiver, maybe a vet in the room as well. But if they draft a wide receiver, they sign a vet, I think they'll be fine, wide receiver wise. They might have to draft another tight end because David's going to walk in free. They're going to let David walk in free agency more than likely,
or at least test free agency, right?
I think once he tests, he's gone.
Okay.
Not because he's going to get an amazing deal, but it's like the idea that I'm going to hold out and take a cheaper deal here than what I was expecting. That just never happens, right? It happened with Jarvis Landry, where they let Jarvis test the market. Jarvis couldn't get the same deal that he wanted, but he took a cheap deal in New Orleans because he wasn't going to come back to Cleveland and play for no cheap deal. Because this is not how it works with free agency for whatever reason. It's like the pride thing. I'm not about to come back, tail tucked between my legs and take a cheap deal. I'd rather go somewhere else.
Fair enough.
And that's what it's going to be with David. By the way, Kansas City Chief David Njoku, going to be fun getting the ball from Gardner Minshew.
Listen, do what you got to do.
Hey, replace him. Replace the Cleveland. Well, because Travis Kelce going to retire after this year. Because dog.
You think he gonna do the? You think he gonna do the? 1 year in Cleveland.
Hey, that'd be fun.
1 year in Cleveland and retire.
Yeah, there's 1 year. Be a safety blanket for the next guy. Hopefully, the guy who takes over in Cleveland, and then peace out. Just go out. Cool. I don't know why somebody in Travis Kelce's position in life would want to do that. You know, I understand why Travis Kelce would want to do that because he's a Browns fan and he grew up in Cleveland. Cleveland means a lot to him, but doesn't mean so much that you're gonna put your body through that for a Browns team that's likely, trying to go 500 like next year. I don't know. Maybe Travis does it. Maybe he doesn't do it. We'll see what Travis does. But I think retirement should be what he does. I thought he should have did it after the second championship.
Yeah, he might do that.
Man, but go ahead and get that reality show on A&E, brother.
It would be cool. It would be cool if he did it for a year. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know, Cole. If you just talked about not wanting circuses and you out here inviting the Taylor Swift circus,
I be forgetting. I be forgetting that's a thing.
You was tired of dealing with casual fans, but now you want to deal with Taylor Swift. Hey, Curtis, come on screen. What's the difference between the casual fans of Shador and the casual fans of Taylor Swift?
You know what? I'm good.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say, Q? What you trying to say? No, hold on.
What I'm saying, why do you want to deal with the casual fans from one group but not the other group? What's the difference there, Cole?
Say It So said this. Imagine the Taylor Swift fans and Shador fans on the same side. Yeah, I'm good. I'm cool.
Nah.
Yeah, that'd be.
If I say what I think, I'll be suspended for 6 months. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
You're gonna have the listeners of Uck and Ocho and the listeners of Caleb Hearn out here saying the same thing. That's crazy.
No, we can't run the risk of them.
No, I'm good.
We can't run the risk.
We might bring the country together to hate us.
Absolutely not.
I'm good. I'm cool. I'm cool.
They're gonna be like, okay, Browns fans, just so you guys know, Mercury's in retrograde. It's gonna be a tough month. We just gotta get out of it 2-2.
You know what? I'd rather have that than the Shador fans at this point.
No, imagine you pass on quarterback, you get both of that. By the way, what will these folks say if Mendoza or Moore is actually good?
They can't say nothing.
They will. And you know what's the fucked up part? They gonna be the first ones saying something. They gonna be the first ones talking like, oh, well, this franchise is a joke. We never make the right decision. Bitch, you were a part of this. Don't say we. Some of us advocated for the correct thing. You was out here like, nah, we don't have a quarterback away. I'll go listen to Jay Crawford on this one. By the way, some interesting people like that tweet I put out about the Browns Twitter in 1983 in John Elway. Some interesting folks hit like on that one.
What interesting folks?
Oh, I can't say it on air, but definitely some interesting folks. I was looking at that like, oh.
Nah, put that in the private chat.
I'll tell you after the show. But there was some interesting names there. I'm like, oh, okay. Wow.
It's a shame you can't see likes anymore on Twitter.
Hey, look, it opens up for those who tweet shit that people like. If you're not snitching.
If you're not snitching, it'd be funny.
Yeah, you just be like, oh, wow.
It's like what people were saying, me and Chops had beef for the longest. And I'm just like, I don't think we do.
Oh, my God. I forget what it was that I had tweeted, and it was like something negative about somebody, and then that person's son had liked the tweet. I was like, oh shit.
Somebody said You can't randomly mention Jay Crawford. At least give a trigger warning.
Hey, that's y'all boy, man.
I was about to say, what's wrong with that?
That's y'all boy, man. You know, I just want this team to have a quarterback be good, man. Like, Cole, have I not been having this same conversation for like what 12 months now?
Yeah, like we just been like.
Because remember at the beginning of the year, I freaked out because I got the inkling that people were thinking this dumb shit. Like, I was like, I'm tired, like doing this. I just want the quarterback. For the love of God, can we just do it? I've been tracking these quarterbacks since week 1, Cole. Week 1, I've been obvious about what this season is about. Okay.
Oh, I mean, we know what the season is about now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, bro.
Myles breaking the sack record.
We didn't come this far. We did not come this far for Myles Garrett to not break that sack record, 1, and 2, for us to not leave this bitch with a strong possibility of getting a quarterback in the draft. That is it. Like, there are 2 things that can be won here, right? There are 2 selections that can be won here. And you know what? For all the bullshit we've gone through over the last 2 years, if they draft as good as they did last year, if they get a quarterback, we're going to be laughing in 2026 and 2027 about what we went through.
Also, when we gonna start doing mock drafts, man? Is it time yet? Are we doing it yet? Or we're not doing it?
It's not time yet.
We got 3 games. We got 3 games left.
After the week 17 game versus the Giants versus the Raiders, that's where we can be like, okay, we can go for it. Because right now it's like, we know the Browns aren't going to be at 4 if they lose out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know they're not going to be at 4.
That game has to happen. Once that game happens, we can play with the scenarios.
Sean said, can't wait for Cole's scheduled tank tweet after the Bills return to punt. I do be sending it every Sunday at the same time.
Hey, bro. Has anybody else noticed that the Browns have 1 coach for special teams, the whole thing?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Browns have 1 coach. Like, it's just Bubba Ventrone. There's no assistants for special teams.
Is that normal? I feel like that's normal.
Curtis, is that normal? And is it also normal to have the special teams coordinator when there's no other assistants also be the associate head coach?
I have to see. Like,
I know that the Ravens have like 4 special teams coaches.
Yeah, I'm about to look that up right now.
They have like a kicking specialist that they have on hand. Like, I asked Bubba about this when I was at camp, and he just kind of shrugged it off. He was like, no, it's just me. And, I think Bubba Ventrone, I think we found one of his biggest skill sets, which is he finds a way to make himself pretty hard to fire.
Well, I'm just looking up teams right now. Just looked up the Seahawks off the top of my head. They have an assistant special teams coach because they have 2. So let me find another one.
Mm-hmm. But they have like more than 1 person overseeing that operation.
The Bills have a special teams coordinator and an assistant special teams coach. Mm-hmm. So that's another team. Let's see here. Dolphins have a senior special teams assistant coach. Same goes for the Patriots. Same goes for the Jets. Ravens, they have 2 special teams coaches.
I think they have a specialist guy that's not on their website, but I can confirm works there.
The Bengals got 1 special teams coach.
So we on par with the Bengals.
Already bad.
Yeah, the Browns have assistant to special teams, Kyle Hoke.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Steelers only got 1 special teams coach, Danny Smith, but he's probably the best in the league. So
yeah, it's like they gave Bubba top priority, but it's like he stinks. And keep in mind, like, are those special teams coordinators splitting duty by also being the associate head coach? Which is, we don't have a single dedicated to special teams person, like somebody whose only job is special teams. And I feel like that's part of the problem. I feel like what we have is a bunch of coaches, position coaches, who help out on special teams. We got a lot of substitute teachers in there. You good, Cole?
Yeah, I was reading something in Slack. That's all.
No. Yeah, but seems
like Mike McDaniel might be done with Tua.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
You saw that?
Yeah, it's a wrap. Which, hey, man, what did the Raiders traded for Tua?
I'd be happy.
Look, nobody's happier about this Tyler Shuck thing working out more than me. I was like, yes, this is exactly what we needed, right? Hey, look, the Giants are really excited about Jackson Dart. Absolutely necessary. Okay, absolutely necessary. Needed that to happen, right? Look, all the things are falling in place for the Browns to get a quarterback this year, man. Like, we should be happy. Like, for once in our life, it looks like they're going to suck enough to get a quarterback, and that the things might just fall in place for them to be able to do it.
Yeah, don't have to get the number one pick with like 5 quarterbacks in the first round. Take the wrong one.
Or there's not like a situation where you're like at 7, right? Like, you lose out, you're going to be in the top 3. And even if you're in the top 3, there's like 2 of the teams that are in contention above you don't need a quarterback. And the market for quarterback, quiet as kept, it's not that deep this year. It's like maybe the Jets. But the Jets feel like a team that might wait legitimately till 2027 to take a quarterback. Because I think they want Arch Manning. And also, you got Arch Manning holding a lot of teams back from wanting a quarterback because they can't stay away from that brand name. He's been playing better as of late too, but they can't stay away from that brand name. Can you, Cove, are you ready to hear the Browns are waiting secretly for Arch Manning rumors to pop back up during draft?
No, I don't want any.
You ready for that?
I don't want any dumb rumors. I'm good.
It's gonna happen. That's gonna pop up. The Browns are actually very excited about Shador. Rumors gonna pop up around the owners meeting. The Browns would actually like to take Arvell Reese. Is gonna pop up. There's going to be a lot of false victory laps that happen. There's going to be the Browns are actually interested in John Mateer in the first round. They might consider the Mary Kay. The Browns might trade back and take John Mateer article is going to pop up somewhere. Right? Like that's going to happen.
I was about to strangle you and Ken Carmen the other day.
Hey, look, because you were talking about when silly season's just talking about quarterbacks. And I was like, sir, you don't understand what silly season is because you know what silly season is? John Mateer being talked about as the 5th pick in the draft. That's silly season, Cole. And then you got one whiff of silly season that was like, nah, I don't like this. I'm like, yeah. Okay. Nobody likes silly season. Why would you act like it was normal quarterback discourse? That's not what happens. No. We not about to be normal.
Someone said Lenore Sellers with the Jags pick. Like, nah, he's going back to school.
Yeah. Lenore Sellers is going back to school.
Yeah.
By the way, these reports are crazy. They're like, Lenore Sellers is working out a deal to stay in South Carolina. I'm like, wow, it's changed. The game has changed.
At least they're being honest about what it is.
Hey, man, shout out to On 3. But yeah, it's a different game out there. But yeah, you're going to hear a lot of goofy shit, right? The Browns might actually draft running back. They covet Jeremiah Love.
I'm about to say we're going to take Jeremiah Love.
When I tell you that there's going to be immense. The Browns, you're going to hear a lot, right? Like, we'll see what happens around the combine. That's when you really start to figure out, like, if the deal is the two teams are taking quarterback at the top of the draft, we'll know by the combine. Because that's when we knew last year that Cam Ward was going to be the number 1 overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
And also when we found out Shador is definitely not being taken in first. For those who are paying attention to that story.
Sean said Sonny Styles with the Jags pick. No, brother. Sonny Styles is good. Sonny Styles is really good.
Can he play tackle? I see how you move forward. Let me see you move backwards. Okay. How long are his arms?
Somebody we know's top ranked player in the draft, Sonny Styles.
Damo?
No.
Ooh.
Corey
Kennon's top ranked player?
Yes.
Sonny Styles.
Yes.
I did not anticipate that.
I didn't either.
Well, I can't say I've watched enough Sonny Styles. I, for the first time in a long time, am satisfied with defensive tackle for the Cleveland Browns. So I have not been watching the defensive tackle prospects. How fucking good is he? Is he like what's going on there with Sonny Styles? Like,
I don't think he's missed a tackle, but like all year.
Is it that?
And he's like, he watched, like, I know Corey watches every snap of whoever he's watching. So
especially if it's somebody from Ohio State.
Yeah, like he's gonna
say what you want about Corey, but when it's Ohio State, he has like a pretty good track record there. Like,
yeah, I was like, okay.
He was the first one being like, nah, CJ Stroud's gonna be really good.
Yeah, I know he was. I think he's the only one who's had Sonny over Arvell.
Well,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he's right.
That's a storyline for somebody else. But yeah, it's been interesting. Like, you know what it is, Cole? It's the 5 stages of grief is what we're going through right now with the fan base. Like, they're going through the 5 stages of grief. That's really what it is. People were let me search this up. Let me pull this up so we can have the accurate information here. But I'm pretty sure if we look at the 5 stages of grief, we're gonna be able to identify this with Browns fans in their reaction to understanding that, hey, look, the Browns. Okay, so the first stage of grief is denial. You want the Shador thing to work out. Maybe you're thinking Shador's going to get us to Julian Sand. Maybe you're one of those. But you want the Shador thing to work out. He needed to be incredible to stop the Browns from taking a quarterback. It does not look like we're getting incredible. Are we getting encouraging at times? Sure. But encouraging at time, not going to stop them from taking the quarterback, especially if you don't win no games. The only thing that's going to stop the Browns from taking the quarterback is winning games. It don't look like that's going to happen. We'll see. So denial, right? Difficulty believing the loss is real, often temporary defense mechanisms to cope with the shock.
Like that word.
The next stage is anger, right? I think some people are definitely there. Frustration and rage directed at others, God, or the situation, asking, why me? I mean, it was pretty accurate. Curtis, what do you think about that? What do you think about that stage? Does that track with you? We get Curtis on stage here.
It does. I mean, yeah. They might not want to admit it, but it's trending that way. Look, sooner they admit it, the better. Like, I'm seeing people say, oh, why not just roll with Shador? I'm like, body of work.
So I think the bulk of people are either in denial or in anger about this whole thing that are mad. I think what we saw today on the timeline was number 3, bargaining, making deals or promises with a higher power to try and reverse the weight of loss.
It's ridiculous, dog.
I
This is
think
ridiculous.
we're at bargaining. I think that's where we're at. I think that's what we saw when somebody saying if we're not a quarterback away, we should have taken a quarterback. That brother's bargaining. Okay. He trying to twist it because he knows it's about to happen, but maybe we could delay it with this little strand of logic.
It's just the fact that he played bad last Sunday and this past Sunday, and everyone's saying, "Oh, well, we can't judge him fully because the situation around him is bad." I'm like, okay, so he threw up 400 yards against a bottom tier Titans defense, and now
that was okay to judge, right?
Now it's okay to pick a side, please. And it's not like the Bears defense was great anyway. They just get a lot of takeaways. Their pass rush was suspect, and everything else about it's just
Keep in mind, I want to throw this part out to you. Keep in mind, when the New Orleans Saints, before the New Orleans Saints put Tyler Shuck in the lineup, they were 29th in EPA per play. Since Tyler Shuck has been the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, they are 13th.
That's a tangible difference there. Also, another thing to consider here, right, is inconclusive was always going to result in the Browns drafting a quarterback, right? Like the result could not be inconclusive for Shador. The result had to be undeniable, which is difficult, which is why most people were like, yeah, the Browns still probably going to draft the quarterback, because we understood what Shador would have to do to be able to dissuade the Browns from drafting a quarterback would be stuff that we don't really see often.
Yeah, man, he hasn't played well enough.
Yeah.
To even come close to justifying not taking the quarterback. But he threw 3 picks on. He threw 3 picks on Sunday, and honestly, he probably should have threw like 5.
Yeah, is it unfortunate?
3, the Jerry Jeudy pick shouldn't have been an interception, but there were like 2 passes to Harold Fanning that should have got picked off. That didn't.
Yeah, one of them should have been a pick 6. To be honest with you.
Yeah, like, is it unfortunate that the body of work isn't good and supporting cast hasn't done its part? Yeah, but it is what it is. You have to show flashes, at least some form of flashes, to persuade them to not take a quarterback. He just hasn't shown it. It's not a bad thing. I don't think he's bad. He's just
I would say this, flashes are for first round picks. You can show flashes when you're a first round pick or a position player. You're a quarterback trying to take over the franchise. I don't give a fuck about no flashes, dog. Like, I'm going to need to see it, like, to be able to commit to it. Like, again, like, you're not committing to flashes with Tyler Shuck in New Orleans. That might end up being a mistake for them. We don't know yet. It's still very early in this process with them. But what they're seeing is more than a flash. It's a tangible result. Right now, there are a couple of highlights that you can put up with Shador. Like, there are some flashes. But that was never going to get the job done. He needed to win games. That was the only thing that was going to change this. If he does not win the games, the Browns are going to be in position to take one of these quarterbacks. And look, they almost traded up for Cam Ward reportedly last year. You think they're not going to be interested in Dante Moore or Fernando Mendoza?
Like, people need to get real, man. You need to get real about what's going on here, bro. You out here looking crazy, man. You're making yourself look insane out here.
Like, they're saying, oh, man, we just got to build around him. Like, nah, man,
no.
I'm not doing that.
You don't have to do that at all, actually.
Well, you're going to, and also, the Browns are going to try to fix the other problems on the roster. Just because that first pick is going to quarterback does not mean that other picks won't be going to other positions. You know what I mean?
And this is another thing, Q. Why is everybody acting like we only have one draft?
It goes back to why I think that this whole conversation, like why people talk about drafting a quarterback, like wanting better healthcare solutions, because people just default to how we gonna pay for it, right? It's just a version of that. How we gonna pay for it? Oh yeah, well we got these other problems. We could use that first round pick to fix that, and it's like, well, you can use your second first round pick to do that too.
This super chat I want to read. Trusting this team to hit on QB, multiple wide receivers, and multiple O-line in one offseason is a choice, as well as this broken offensive scheme. Well, I see the Bears hit on rebuilding their offensive line. They look pretty well. They look pretty fine to me. So,
well, I mean, it would have been crazy to think that the Browns could hit on 5 of their 6 draft picks last year. And then they did. 2 of them being running backs, 1 of them being a tight end. Like they drafted good offensive players recently. This is the thing. Like people just aren't accepting that that's been the case. Like your leading receiver was drafted last year. So what's stopping them from being able to draft the offensive lineman? And if you don't like the scheme, also, they could replace the scheme this year.
Also, I just want to point out that we realize there's an entire free agency period before we even get to the draft, right? Like there's like a whole
then I gotta explain the salary cap to people, and then you know how that's been over the last few years because people just go Deshaun Watson. The Browns can't spend any but Deshaun Watson, and then that's all the conversation gets. But yeah, the Browns will have like a $60 million budget in free agency. They're probably gonna, I would imagine they're going to be in the Rashad Walker sweepstakes. It's going to be what, 20? Rasheed Walker. Yeah, Rasheed Walker sweepstakes, which is probably going to be what, 20, 25 mil?
Is he going to get that much?
Yeah, he's going to get that much. If Dan Moore got 20.
I think that was a mistake.
That's what I'm saying, though. He's younger than Dan Moore was, and he's better than Dan Moore. If Dan Moore got 20, he's getting 25. Plus the cap goes up, he's getting 25.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's crazy to think, but like, I was looking at like the Patriots, and I'm gonna do a video on this later. But the Patriots fixed their like whole offensive line by drafting a center, Will Campbell, a guard in the 3rd round, and then signing Morgan Moses. Like, bam. 2 years, offensive line fixed. By the way, Will Campbell's hurt and they still got a good line.
Like I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't get what people want, man. The Browns trying to do
I think people are slowly working through the 5 stages of grief. We also have depression, intense sadness, feelings of hopelessness, and withdrawal from reality as soon as the loss sets in. This is gonna happen around the combine, Cole. This is going to happen around the combine. If the Browns have like the number 2 or number 1 pick, the report's going to come out. Browns are going to select this quarterback. And then a bunch of people are going to be like, I don't even want to cheer for this team no more. Fuck ass team, all this. People, remember with Baker, like, oh, I'm riding with Shador, right? Oh, if they trade Shador, this is definitely when that depression going to hit for them. So we're talking about, what, late February, early March, the depression going to hit in the fan base?
If I see anybody say I'm riding with Shador, I'm just blocking.
Oh, you gonna see people do it, Cole.
I know. I'm just telling people right
this
now.
This cursed organization, I'm gonna join a real team. Like, who would trade for fucking Shador? The Jets,
the Falcons, the Colts.
I don't think the Falcons would do that to Michael Penix. They love Michael Penix still.
The Colts probably because they're gonna need a quarterback at some point.
Yeah, Shane Steichen don't seem like a Shador Sanders guy.
I don't know where else he can go.
The guy who turned down Anthony Richardson to go for Daniel Jones, you think that guy? It's like, bring me Shador? Like,
I'm trying to think who else could do it. The Raiders aren't going to do it. Philly might do it, yeah.
Philly, Baltimore.
The teams that were going to draft him before we took
Philly or Baltimore.
Yeah. We can send him. I'll send him to Baltimore. You got to tax him because they're in division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Philly, Baltimore gonna probably want it. It's probably gonna end up being Philly. Well, it depends because they like Tanner McKee, right?
They trying to do a swap.
They're not gonna give us Tanner McKee, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Browns are gonna get Rams.
Somebody said the Rams, maybe.
Yeah, I think that the Browns probably end up getting their fifth back with the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. They do the annual 5th round pick swap with the fucking Eagles. It has to be a record if the Browns trade Shador in the offseason for number of 5th round picks accumulated in one draft off of trading quarterbacks. That would be 3.
I can't believe they got a 5th for.
Did you see he had 29 yards and 29 dropbacks?
He actually made history for the least amount of passing yards ever when completing 15 passes, at least 15 passes.
The Raiders traded for him after he lost the job in Cleveland, and that will never see, they call, this is why I don't think the Raiders are to be feared.
See, you framing it the wrong way. You frame it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You framing it the wrong way. I don't fear the Raiders. I
don't think we got to worry about the Raiders doing something smart. Like
I don't want them to start doing something smart at our expense.
Yeah, but see, here's what I'm saying. If anybody is hearing what the Browns fans are saying today is saying bars, it's the fucking Raiders. They're like, yeah, we are a quarterback right away. We still got Gino for another year. Bars. We gonna draft. We gonna trade back. Like,
please.
We gonna trade back with Cleveland. And then we gonna get that number 2 pick and then trade back again. Oh, the Raiders scream they're gonna trade back to 13 somehow. End up taking like Talisi Fuega or some shit like that.
Is it Talisi? Was he in the draft like 3 years ago? Don't he play for the Saints or something?
It's somebody. They're gonna take a Samoan. Like they're gonna trade back like 3-4 picks. They're gonna trade all the way out. They're gonna do like 4 trades to get out the top 10. And then they gonna take somebody fucking random. Like who's somebody who nobody is talking about? They gonna take Jeremy Bernard in the first round, some shit like that.
Who is that?
Wide receiver out of Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, who's we are talking about the one team in NFL history that undeniably has a worse draft history than Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Like, guys, trusting them to do something reliably smart is like, oh yeah, the 05 Browns gonna figure it out. No, they're not.
No, we're not.
No. They are where we were 20 years ago. Like, they're gonna fuck up. They will trade back with the Browns, get the 2 pick, and then trade back again, get to like the 10th pick, and then trade back to 20 and take whatever the equivalent of Corey Coleman is.
Stomping Peak 2043 say Crosby for Sanders right now.
Yo, dog, what if they gave us a 2nd round pick for Shador? They were like, yeah, we're gonna give you a 2nd for Shador. And the Browns are like, so you're gonna take yourself out of quarterback? And we get a 2nd? Oh, they gotta do that shit where they gotta act like they gotta contemplate it because they don't want to accept it too fast.
No, it's not gonna be that kind of situation. It's not gonna be that kind of situation.
Let's get that paperwork faxed over. We send it over the fax machine.
It's gonna be one of those like, hey, do it now. Send it.
Oh, you can't spook them out though, Cole. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be like, okay. Well, let me work this over with my numbers people. I think we got a deal. Shit. You get it? No, stay on the line. You get it? All right. Let's turn this into the office. We can do this via email. Fuck it.
Let's turn this into the office.
Yeah, we not about to let this shit go through the phone line, dog.
Oh
no! Don't ask Pete if this is okay. What we need to talk to Pete for?
Nah, that's crazy. What we need to talk to Pete for?
Andrew Berry gonna sound like a teenager on the phone. Though, like, we don't need to involve your parents in this. Like,
Oh man.
Like, nah. That's gonna
Hey
be.
man, we didn't even talk about Myles about to break this record, dog. We didn't even talk about it.
Oh, because he's gonna break it. Well, yeah, 21 and a half.
Hey, they was hating,
took
by the
the
way.
sack away from him.
By the way.
Cole, by the way, I'm
hating.
just gonna let you know the amount of buffoonery the Steelers are gonna partake in to make sure that they aren't the team that gives up that sack. Because right now it is shaping up that Myles will be at 22 and a half versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think he breaks it.
I think he probably does break it on Sunday versus the Bills, but if he gets his one sack, it's shaping up like that. And I'm just going to tell you, the Steelers will cheat. They going to be like, no, that's a half sack, actually. Shelby Harris tried his best to give that sack up to Myles.
He did, bro. He really did try to give it to Myles, too.
He going to be the first one in history hit the NFL office up like, nah, man, take that half off, dog. I don't claim it. But
come on, man, y'all over here. Hey, he gonna at least tie the record on Sunday.
Yeah, so like he's a sack away from doing that. Another half sack away from breaking it. I think he probably breaks it on Sunday, because the Buffalo Bills are going to be trying to beat the fuck out of us. That's the only thing that's like, I think Pittsburgh won't be on too many shenanigans because they need to win that game. And I think they're going to lose to Detroit the week before, so they're going to have to win out. So maybe they're not on chicanery. But, man, they might be on some bullshit that week. Aaron Rodgers is going to be sliding in the pocket. Like,
getting the ball out.
If we see a repeat of how Michael Strahan got that sack, it will happen versus the Steelers.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Rodgers ain't taking that hit. Nah, just touch me. Fuck that shit. Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck that shit.
By the way, Aaron Rodgers strikes me as somebody who says that a lot.
Yeah. Especially at his current age, he's like, nah, fuck that.
You're like, Mike Tomlin gonna be mad at you for taking that sack. And what the fuck Mike gonna do to me? I'm about to be afraid of Mike Tomlin. I'm his age.
What the fuck Mike gonna do to me?
It reminds me, there was a funny story of like back when CM Punk, his first run was with WWE. He was like doing the commentary, and you know when you're doing the commentary, when Vince was there, Vince is in the headset screaming at you, telling you what to say or giving you critique the whole time. And CM Punk was up there, Vince was screaming in his ear, and he went to the little controls and just turned Vince's volume down to 0. And Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler were looking at him like shocked. And you know what CM Punk said? Did you not know you could fucking do that? Like, just put that man on mute. That is Aaron Rodgers. Okay. So Mike gonna be mad at me. He's not gonna say nothing. Like, he might be mad at you.
Did you not know that you could do that?
Yeah, he like, did you not know you can fucking do that? What the fuck you gonna do? Fire me? Like, fuck out of here. But yeah, it's that is absolutely like Aaron Rodgers is absolutely CM Punk of WWE. I mean of the NFL. Like, he just don't give a fuck. Like, he's had his legacy. He doesn't care. But yeah, Myles is gonna get that sack record. And I think I saw somewhere that he's doing this under 500 pass attempts.
Yes.
Most impressive season of all time.
Yes. I think what are the odds for the NFL Defensive Player of the Year? Because I saw a photo on Twitter. I was like, there's no way that's real.
By the way, Curtis, did you end up seeing what TJ Watt's number of pass attempts was for that year? I wonder if Curtis has anything to say about that.
Oh, by the way, I want to point this out. Carson Schlesinger running away with Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it should be his.
Yeah, it should be. Unless something happens and Nick Eamon-Ward from the Seahawks comes in and just starts hooping, he should win it. Because
the Seahawks haven't had an embarrassing national TV game yet, and they cruising for a bruising. Right now. Like Curtis, they was.
Yeah, why you gotta put that out there?
They was cruising for a bruising. Y'all barely beat Old Man Rivers.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
And then y'all about to go in on Thursday Night Football and play the Rams. You know what's going on, Curtis.
Hey man, yet. This is not an exaggeration. I'm not lying to you. Myles Garrett's odds to win Defensive Player of the Year. Again, I'm not making this up. Minus 20,000.
So he's winning.
Yeah.
It might be unanimous.
Minus 20,000.
And for Carson, it's minus 370. So yeah.
Oh shit. It's like don't even we not even considering anybody else.
Nick Benito and Will Anderson got the second best odds at plus 5,000, and that's probably the crazy part,
bro. We not even considering giving this shit to anybody else.
They haven't even done the graphic of like, oh yeah, this is who's in the race for Defensive Player of the Year. It's like, no, it's Myles.
It's Myles. He's gonna win it.
Yeah, I mean, if Myles just had 18 sacks, it'd be pretty obviously him. He's about to break history. Which look, Curtis, did you see TJ Watt had like 700 pass attempts? Did he tell what the year that he got to 22?
Makes you wonder.
It was like 680 or something fucking ridiculous. Let me pull it up real quick so we got the accurate numbers. But I knew it was definitely in the 600s.
Wasn't Strahan like in the fives, like 500 something?
Strahan was in like the median of it. But yeah, it's crazy. You see if I could pull that. Did I retweet that tweet? I thought I did.
I know what tweet you're talking about. I just can't remember the numbers on the top of my head.
I don't think I retweeted it. I thought I retweeted it. Well, maybe I retweeted it earlier because this is me talking about Kenny Pickett, Dylan Sampson. Yeah, I can't find it. Did you retweet it?
I don't think I have.
What about you, Cole?
I have to go. Let me see what I got.
Oh, you tweet so goddamn much.
Yeah, man, it's kind of my job.
Tweeting, retweeting, all this shit on here. God damn. Let me just... Yeah. Actually, you don't even tweet that much. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I'm still under 100,000.
Yeah, you don't even tweet that much. I probably tweet more than you. How many tweets I got? Where do you check that?
I wonder who got the most tweets that I follow. I think it's John. Rivers.
Okay, I'm at 25K, so I'm not that bad. What's John Rivers at?
I know John's probably up there.
You got a live tweet of damn 844,000.
Yeah. I was gonna say John up there, bro. John's up there.
Damn. Okay, where's his rival at? Curtis, where you at? Okay, Curtis almost at 100K, but you getting washed, Curtis. So you need to step your tweet game up, brother.
I wonder what Biz is at, because I know Biz been tweet for. Okay,
I'm getting washed. I need to. That's crazy,
bro. He had 844K. He's almost like 800K above you right now, as far as posts are concerned. You getting watched by John Rivers, man. Did y'all settle that beef? By the way, I saw.
No.
Why not? Y'all on the same side?
No, we ain't on the same side.
He said that he squashed the beef. Are you not going to return?
I mean, that's a lie. That's literally a lie.
It's not a lie. He told me y'all put it to the side.
No,
trying to figure out what's good with you.
What are you talking about?
He said we put it to the side for JSN.
Work out no ceasefire.
Right. We not put it to the side for JSN because he was tweeting out Seattle on that EGE shit. I'm like, man, can y'all like chill with that?
What's EGE? What'd you say?
He tweet, I think it was Sunday during the Colts and Seahawks game, and he tweeted out Seattle on that EGE shit. And I was about to tweet something out. I'm like, man, it's coming, bro. Relax. I mean, it did, but still.
Curtis, I feel like y'all need to squash this, bro. Like I feel like it's.
I feel like y'all need to shake hands, man.
No, I'm good. No,
respect it out. You know what I mean? I feel like y'all got more in common than y'all have against each other.
I think they do too, but we ain't gonna speak on it because that's Curtis' business.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Curtis' business. We ain't gonna speak on that.
Curtis, no, we're not gonna do that to Curtis.
We're not gonna do that to Curtis. We're not gonna do that to Curtis.
Damn, how the fuck you almost tweet 1 million times? What the fuck you be talking about?
You also got to think about how long you've actually had the account. Because some people have had their accounts since like 2009.
Yeah, man, I know. I had my account in 2010. I've only tweeted 25,000 times.
In 17 years, you can run a. Just talking about sports. Yeah,
my Twitter account can vote. And I only got 25K up. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, I got that shit in 2010.
You're not no real tweeter, bro. It's cool.
Yeah. Like, I be tweeting 25K.
You ain't no real tweeter, man. You ain't no real.
But I done had enough tweets, so I'm like, I need to be on withdrawal. It's too many tweets. Like, you know I don't know how you get to 800. That's crazy. Were you live tweeting your life?
No, 800 is like nuts though. It's
like do they count retweets?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, like with retweets, that makes sense. But golly,
yeah, like
he almost at 9.
But if you really look at like the best Twitter accounts, like a bunch of them have like hella tweets. Like hella tweets.
Like, do people just be on this shit all day?
Like, some people especially the accounts that be going viral all the time. Like you gotta figure out how to figure out your voice and everything.
What's his name? Base Savage, Crack Cobain. What many tweets he on? See, he only got 26K posts, man. Like this is a abnormal amount of posts, man. Like
you also gotta remember that you gotta remember after 2020 and a little bit before that, people started scrubbing their accounts. So you gotta remember that too.
Fair enough.
People because people had some wild tweets back in the day. That was like, no, I
scrubbed everything from high school off my Twitter.
You see what I'm saying? Like people had to do that. So
because also you used to use Twitter like text back in the day.
Yeah.
Where you used to be like, oh, what you doing? And then you just have normal conversations, and they be on Twitter, and you can see them, but you wasn't thinking that everybody was gonna see it.
Yeah. So people have definitely scrubbed their accounts 100%.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm in favor of scrubbing your shit every 5 years. All right, man.
You said every 5 years?
Yeah, because what the fuck I want to be mad with people mad about some shit I said 10 years ago for? The fuck? It's a decade.
Elon's made it like super difficult for people to even find their old tweets at this point. So
man, that's the one thing. Is like, when people's getting in trouble for old tweets, I'm like, brother, that tweet can vote. I feel like we can let it go.
Oh man,
it's funny too because people will get canceled for saying something like 10 years ago, but people today tweet more fucked up shit and then just get away with it.
Hey, Isaac said nobody was using Twitter to text, man. What? No, people definitely were. People,
yeah, you too young. You don't know.
Yeah, you too young. Yeah, you definitely too young.
You definitely don't know. You never hit that 258 number up to text your tweets, have you?
Yeah, y'all used to be able to text your tweets.
Yeah, you just be out there like, hey, bro, Whitmore's got the best wings in the city. hashtag real shit. Like, you know, just fuck it. Might get too light.
And he said, I'm 30. He's like, I'm 30, bro.
You wasn't, I don't know what to tell you, brother.
People was definitely doing that, though.
We was definitely doing that, dog. Like, you know, we was definitely doing that. Like, absolutely. Yes. Meeting new people.
Twitter used to be fun, bro. Twitter used to be so fun.
Bro, it used to be like, I remember back, it was what, Twitter and Facebook and a little bit of Instagram. You used to meet so many people on the internet back then. like just
Twitter. You used to be like the best app ever.
Yeah, you would like. I remember people would play that scheme where it's like, oh yeah, you know, you have one of your friends who goes to a different school, say they in a relationship with you for like a week, so you can get all the people from that school to be on your Facebook, and then now you know you trapping in different area codes. Hitting up them. That's how, you know, some of us ended up at the movieplex out there in Macedonia. Had no business being out there.
Oh man,
learning how to take the 90F to Macedonia. It's nasty work. Okay.
Man, Twitter was legit. Like, Twitter was like legitimately the most fun you could have on the internet. Like, anything would go down, and it would go down on Twitter first, and it would just be the greatest thing ever.
Oh wait. Look, man, that's what Twitter was originally invented for. Shit you just thinking of randomly. That's what it was supposed to be.
That's all it was supposed to be, bro. That's all it was supposed to be.
Tweets. It is like Dame Miller talking about new shoes smell great. Hashtag sneakered up. Like, just dumb shit like that, bro. That's all it was. Like,
it used to be fun, bro. Like,
you gonna be in third.
Like, you had a hot take. You had a hot take. You just throw it out there. Remember, hot takes are actually cool. And then you found out you pissed off the wrong people. I remember I said a tweet about Frank Ocean. I thought it was over with.
Hey, no. Speaking of using Twitter like a text, I think I was talking to my homegirl, and she was talking about Rihanna, and I was like, I don't even got Rihanna in my top 5. Found out about the Navy. Okay. Found out about the Navy. I got called ugly. Okay. Like, Rihanna would never watch you. I'm like, damn. Like, how did we get here? Nah. Found out about the Navy that day, brother. Like, didn't even use a hashtag.
I said, Miguel was better than Frank Ocean. Good Lord. Ooh, good Lord. And this before they, how many quote tweets? Oh my God.
Oh, when people have the old school quote tweet you where they're like RT caption at comb. Fuck you.
Oh man, Twitter used to be amazing, bro.
I remember one time my homeboy got in trouble because they found a tweet of his that said it ain't porn if she ain't fucking. I was like, why would you tweet that? I'm obsessed. We just sit at the library. You're like, look. I'm like, what are you doing? No, you foul.
That's what Twitter was, though. Like you just think of something and be like, you know what?
Dude, what are you doing?
What would possess you to say that?
He just said that shit to pop the boys. That's what he said that shit for.
Like, third shift Twitter was the The best, dog.
You know, like it's. I think somebody brought this up, but we grew up in an era where you would tweet about stuff, but see the people that you tweeted about the next day. So there was always some level of control. But yeah, man, I remember him tweeting like, "Bro, you got to deal with this at school. Like people follow you. Like, you gonna look like a weirdo, bro. Delete that.
You gonna look like a weirdo."
Bro, what?
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Twitter was a different place. We got the super chats to get to. We got like 23 of them in.
Yeah, we got hella super chats. We did a couple of them throughout though.
Yeah, we got a couple. We can go through these. All right, this is from Ray Rags. This is the first one. He says, we've literally spent years needing a QB. Now that we have a chance, people are like, no, fix other things first. Did they say that when we drafted Tim Couch, Baker? No, because when you have the chance, you try and get the QB.
You know what, though? You know what makes me feel more sane? I remember on AFC North Talk hearing my friend Ace have these conversations with Bengals fans because they were like, no, we didn't go after Joe Burrow. He's a 1-year wonder. We should get Panay. Not Panay Sewell. We should go and get Kyle Pitts instead, or some shit like that. Like it was some variety of that, and I'm pretty sure the Bengals are happy with Joe Burrow. You know, but there's always going to be a section of the fan base that wants to do as little as possible while also complaining about how the team sucks.
It's stupid, bro.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, man.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. Again, I'm not saying these QB prospects will be good, but were the Bengals a QB away when they drafted Burrow? How about the Pats LeMay, Washington? No, because you take the chance when you can.
Yeah, very little teams that have hit on a quarterback in the first round in the top 3 were a quarterback away when they hit on that quarterback.
Like the Bears were not a quarterback away when they took Caleb Williams.
Well, here's the funny thing, too. The whole quarterback away thing is a conversation for a team that's actually good, right? The Browns are not. The Browns are the exact type of team that needs to take a quarterback in the top of the draft because they need a quarterback who's a strong enough prospect to where if shit ain't perfect, they can figure it out. Now, if you're a good team, maybe you can Brock Purdy your way out the quarterback question. Maybe you can Dak Prescott your way out of it. But you can't do that if you ain't good.
Like it's dumb. The entire premise of waiting until your team is good enough to actually take a quarterback is dumb. When you have the opportunity to just take one, just take it. And you figure it out.
Yeah, it's just take the quarterback, man.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Just take the quarterback. If you're picking top 2, don't make it hard on yourself. And people are saying, oh, this is why bad teams stay bad because they keep taking quarterbacks. Well, you want to know how bad teams stay bad? By not taking great players top 2. That's how they stay bad.
What team has taken a bunch of quarterbacks in the top 10 and in top 5 and stayed bad for a long time?
None. They're saying that because we took. They're saying that because we took Dylan and Shador.
Yeah, that's still relevant to this conversation. I need people to understand, like the 3rd, 5th round pick, like it don't fucking matter.
Yeah, who cares? They're 3rd and 5th round quarterbacks. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Cam Ward last year, they had Will Levis on the roster. He was the 2nd round pick. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like
the Saints had Spencer Rattler and then took Tyler Shuck. Do you think they cared? They took Tyler Shuck?
No, and that was the 2nd round pick. So like this idea that like, oh well, you drafted 2 quarterbacks last year. That don't mean a damn thing. Did you draft the answer? You know, and I think some people want to feel like Shador is the answer, but definitively we're nowhere near close to making that determination. You know, no matter how many times he lights up a team that's under 500, you know, we just ain't there. Yeah, next one.
Next one is from Ray Rags. Sanders was 1-7 in ranked games. The one win is TCU, and they weren't ranked by the end. He didn't beat a team with a winning record in 23, and didn't beat a team with more than 8 wins in 24.
To be fair, I don't think the Big 12 had a lot of teams with more than 8 wins that season. Because they didn't like.
Wait, the point remains.
Yes, the point remains is that he did not. What college career did they watch? Like, it was a solid college career. But everybody thought it was kind of funny when he got his jersey, like, inducted to the Colorado Hall of Fame, right? Like, do we. Or are they like, they think that's legit? They got nothing to do with Deion.
I ain't trying to get into that because if I get into that, it's gonna sound like I'm hating, and I ain't trying to hate on Shador.
How is it that you're hating if you point out that he's probably not worthy of being a Colorado Hall of Famer?
Oh, it's not hating, but they gonna say I'm hating, and I ain't trying to deal with it.
And that he got inducted by his dad. Like, none of that's highly suspicious to people. Like. No. It'd be like Bronny getting inducted to the USC Hall of Fame. It's like, well, how the fuck did that happen? Who's the coach? LeBron James. Like, oh, something happened there. Like, is that where the bar is for hating Cove? Is saying that he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame for Colorado?
Listen,
the Overton window on this is insane. If that's the case,
I'm just saying, bro.
There's no way he did. I thought that was a pretty clear cut argument.
Because
isn't Cordell Stewart not in the Hall of Fame too?
Yeah, I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame or not. I think
he is, and I don't know who else is.
Ultimately, it's a college Hall of Fame. Nobody really gives a fuck about it. But I mean, like, when you look up at that Colorado Stadium and you're looking at some of the numbers that are retired, you're going to be like, well, 12 makes sense. First Heisman Trophy winner in the school's history. Who has number 2 retired? Oh, Shador? Okay. Oh. Interesting. He was good. He was good. It kind of be like if we retired Baker's number. Like, Baker was good in Cleveland for a time, but retire his number though. I like we doing a bit much.
Now I'm gonna have a problem if they do.
Hey, look.
I'm gonna have a real big problem if they do that.
Like, there's some moments there that make that highly suspicious. But is that really where the bar is to be a Shador hater? Like, if I don't say this, I'm a Shador hater. That's crazy. That's insane, dog. This has been a test of my mental fortitude because I feel like I get gaslit on a daily basis about this whole topic. Like, it's just nonstop gaslighting.
It's insane, bro. It's insane.
Like, we're doing this over somebody who's never won a bowl game. He was bowl eligible one time. And it's like, it's hate if you say he's not a Hall of Famer at Colorado. Are we sure?
Look, bro. It is what it is.
You think Pride gonna be on the hot seat at Colorado? It seemed like they was pretty bad this year. I know that they thought they was gonna be good. I remember talking to Colorado fans and like, no, Pride gonna be good this year. They won like 3 games, didn't they?
Yeah, I think something like that.
I don't think they won 3 games.
I know they didn't get bowl eligible.
They won 3 games. Yeah, they did win 3 games. They only won 1 game in their conference.
Again, this is the second time doing that.
Hey, man, it'd be like that. Anyway.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, man. Maybe I should reserve my thoughts for what I feel like keeps this propped up, but that's kind of fucking insane.
That's you said your thoughts on what keeps this propped up?
A certain element within I'll talk about it after the show. But yeah, man, that's kind of crazy.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. He says, I want to see if Harline can steal a wide receiver 2 from the South Florida area from bigger schools.
Yeah, I want to see what his recruiting go look like. I think he'll have some success though, especially like getting guys.
He need to hit the portal. That's where he needs to. If he can.
He's put a lot of guys in the first round.
That's what I'm saying. Like he hit the portal, get good early. You get good early, then you're gonna be able to recruit. But right now, recruiting out of high school, you got like a 2-3 year plan with these people before they hit the field. They probably gonna transfer out before they're ready. You need to hit the portal, get some people good right now.
All right. Next one is from Cam's Cutups. Which non-QB prospects do you love? Who do you want to see at the Senior Bowl? By the way, we get to see Dion Ice Cream Cone Walker versus the Browns.
Yeah, I will never forgive the person in chat who talked me out of Deion Walker by saying that. Because Deion Walker actually is good.
Yeah, he is good.
He's actually good. And I listen to y'all. Okay. And I let y'all give me the ick on Deion Walker. I will never forgive you.
That's how I feel about you with Jackson Dart.
You said me?
Yes, you, Corey, and Curtis. I let y'all give me the ick. Shouldn't have let you do it.
Whoa.
Shouldn't have let you do that.
You give us a lot of credit for stuff that Corey did most of the legwork on. But
hey, immediately threw Corey under.
I'm just being real. He was not for it at all. He's still not for it. I'm waiting to see it. I'm in my Bo Nix mode. I'm like, yeah, it might be another Bo Nix where I just didn't see it. And I don't like it when I see it.
Yeah, I'll let Corey be out of that one. I was like,
me too.
That's crazy.
Me too.
Because Q was on here clowning me like, a Cole want Jackson Dart.
No, I wasn't doing that. I was just saying you was putting that propaganda on the timeline filter and you wasn't taking credit for it.
See, I gotta see. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with Q and his quarterback evals. I just gotta to my
Nah. Let's give it some time now. Let's give it some time. Okay. Let's give it some time.
No. I feel good about Drake over Caleb still.
By the way, yeah. Caleb's good though. Like, I don't feel like I should take an L for that. Caleb is fine. Caleb is a starting franchise quarterback for the Chicago Bears who has put up pretty good numbers over 2 years.
Yeah, he's good. Drake's better, but yeah.
No, it's truly the Rick Ross Lizzo meme with them too, because it's like they're both in a position to do the same thing, but like one's empowering, the other one put a shirt on Caleb, take that nail polish off. They just be mad at him for having success. They're both pretty solid. Like both franchises should be happy. I don't think the Bears feel like they made a mistake.
No, I don't think either of them made a mistake. I don't think the Commanders made a mistake either.
Turned out taking the quarterback at face value ended up being a good decision for all three teams in that draft, huh? It's crazy. It's crazy how that worked out, Cole. Even if they weren't ready for it, even if it took a couple of years for some of these teams to get it right. It's crazy how like just getting the quarterback did so much legwork for them. Ain't it, Cole? Ain't it?
Hold on, somebody in here saying that Deion Walker's better than Mason Graham? Looks like a much better player than Mason Graham.
All right. This is where we just let the chat be chat. Like, also, Cove, I want you to know if you're rooting for this Jackson Dart thing, you are technically rooting for racism because that is absolutely what motivated the Giants to take him. Because we got to remember the franchise history behind the Giants.
That is also true. It sucks being right, unfortunately.
Hey man, you think that team is by accident having both those white boys lead the team now, right? Like you think that is a coinky dink. Like I don't. This is the team that started one black man and then apologized for it the next day. Like.
The apologies was really crazy. About
they apologized for it the next day.
Apologized. That's crazy.
Look, I will never have hesitation when I answer the question of who I think the most racist organization in football is. It's undoubtedly the Giants. Like, no doubt about it, buddy.
It's like, oh man.
They are more racist than the Washington Commanders, who were once named the Washington, and then also were the last team to break the color line. The Giants are more racist than them. Like, think about it. They outdid the Commanders in that form.
Insane.
Mm-hmm. Commanders have started two brothers. They started one, apologized next day. And then pull Russell Wilson. Felt like there was a little extra behind them boos.
You said it was a little extra.
Feel like it was a little extra behind them boos. You started noticing certain people started defending Russell Wilson, right? Like, why is Mark Lamont Hill defending Russell Wilson here? Because he heard them extra boos. He like, this ain't about quarterback play. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, he hearing that boo too.
This ain't about quarterback play.
I'm like, damn. Russ, step out there, get him off the field. That felt a little familiar.
What's the next super chat, dog? What's the next super chat? He said that felt a little familiar.
Everybody was like, they're going to draft Shador last year. I'm like, the Giants? No. What?
No.
All right, this is from Saying So. Vikings with wide receiver JJ are an example to get right at QB.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, with Justin Jefferson, they got everything around the quarterback, and then they got number 9 out there holding it down.
More like holding it back.
Imagine where they'd be at if they took Bo next. It's a crazy sentence that we can say.
Bro. Thriving if they took Bo Nix.
That's crazy. That is insane that we're at that point. But it's true. Yeah, next one.
What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one is from Brandon Thorne Peterson. Love the show. We can solve most of our problems with this free agency and draft. Really building this offense for the next 2 years. I'm relaxing. Sunglasses emoji.
Hey, look, man, we're almost out the worst part of it. Like 2024, 2025, pure asset accumulation. After this year, they should be trying to win games. Like, it should be better after this year. We are almost out of it. 3 weeks away if we just do the right goddamn thing. Like, that's all we got. We're 3 weeks away from finally being through this part of the rebuild. That started the second Deshaun Watson's killing it.
Dog, think of all the games this season that they probably should have won but didn't.
If they just had a quarterback.
They've won the games they won if they just had normal special teams play.
I wonder what these takes are going to be if the Browns like get a quarterback and then they're like magically good next year. And I'm like, oh. Like, what? I wonder what the pivot's going to be, because there's always a pivot. It's never like, oh man, I was legitimately wrong on this take. It's always like a pivot into something. I'm just interested.
Oh, they're gonna credit it to the new coaching staff. That's the
What if it's Kevin still? What if Kevin beat the charges? What if he pulls a Ryan Day off?
Too late for that.
I don't think Kevin's beat the charges.
You don't think Kevin gonna beat those charges?
No.
No, it's over.
You gonna have to go across the county.
Yeah, it's over with.
Hey, Kevin Stefanski about to coach the fuck out the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think he gonna go back to Minnesota for
a year. Yeah.
You gonna get right? Yeah.
He gonna go to Minnesota for a year and be the guy who gets Cam Ward fixed up. We need somebody who could get him to play in structure. Kevin Stefanski, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I can see him. I can definitely see him in Tennessee, though.
He would be good in Tennessee.
Yeah, 1,000%.
If he takes any job this year, it's going to be Tennessee, probably.
Yeah.
All right.
Or the Cincinnati job, because if they want him, he's going to go.
Yeah, but he will not be coaching.
You don't pass up the Joe Burrow. You don't pass that up.
No matter how cheap that organization is, you can't.
He will not be coaching the Cleveland Browns next year, though.
But by the way, if the Bengals do fire Zach Taylor and hire a coach, they are absolutely hiring somebody who can supplement their income with their fired earnings. Like,
yeah.
They could get a 2-time coach of the year on a discount, Curtis. That don't sound like the Cincinnati Bengals to you?
Yeah, gonna be there for a year. Want to
Their
come back?
whole franchise is based off of hiring former Browns coaches. Like that is what they. This wouldn't be the first time. Like,
no, did y'all hear about the Bengals not getting the snow off their seats for this past week, for this past game? I know y'all heard about that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like they keep doing. Bengal fans keep telling me that they're not that cheap anymore. That narrative is outdated. But every year there's a story that pops up that makes me go, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" First time I went to a Bengals training camp, you know what I saw for the only time in my life, Curtis? I've only seen this one time, and it was at Bengals camp. They had cardboard trash cans out there. Them bitches was blowing in the wind. I was like, quick, somebody put trash in it so it stopped flying around. They had cardboard trash cans, Curtis. And you know what was fucked up? They had liners in them, boy. They was reusing them. Like, it wasn't like a one shot, oh, throw your trash in here. We don't need a liner solution. No, Curtis. They was taking bags in and out. They were reusing these bad boys. Only one place on earth have you ever seen a cardboard trash can?
No.
You didn't think such a thing could exist?
No, not even a little bit.
And when I tell you, these weren't cardboard trash cans with plastic feet on the bottom that were meant to be. No. This was like you got a big ass slate of cardboard, you folded up trash can. That's what it was.
Oh, man.
Only ever seen that one place, Cincinnati.
Oh man! All right, next one is from Ray Rags. He says the only thing I don't want to hear again from the Browns in free agency is another Mitchell Schwartz situation.
Oh, where they refuse to pay their starting right tackle?
I guess maybe.
Someone said the Bengals are keeping their coach. Jamar Chase just threw him under the bus.
Much in the same way that Mike McDaniel threw two under the bus.
Jamar Chase said, yeah, I imagine there's going to be some changes. And if you listen to the Bengals and you think, oh, Jamar Chase not the leader of the team, Jamar Chase is absolutely the person who says what the locker room is thinking of that team. It's not Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow goes off of Jamar Chase. Because Jamar Chase is willing to say shit that makes shit uncomfortable. I have to believe he's from Louisiana. Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's part of Louisiana.
Louisiana trait, right? Shit, I'll say it. Like him and Joe Burrow be fed up behind the scenes, like fuck it, I'll say it. Like, yeah.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. I bet this report card is going to be bad for the Browns this year. The NFLPA one.
Oh yeah. Let me let you in on a little secret. The report cards ain't never good when you win at 3 games, dog. Ain't nobody having a good time. Like, what are you great facilities, man? I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. F. Okay? Like, last time you saw a 3-win team get an A+ on the report card.
Like, come on, man. It's gonna be all bad here. It's gonna be all bad.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be straight Fs. It's gonna be straight Fs.
It is what it is. It'll be better the year after.
All right, shout out to whoever coaches this team next year. They're gonna get they're gonna get the most undeserved coach of the year award next year.
This is from Ray
This
Rags.
team with the defensive player of the year could be good if a good quarterback played for him.
All right, Legend Bay has reportedly asked for his release from Tennessee and is expected to flip to Ohio State. Glad to hear he's going to go where he really wanted to go.
His name is what?
Legend
Legend
Bay.
Bay.
Legend Bay. That's what they call. That's what his name is.
Is his name Legend Bay, or is that what they call him?
That's what his name is.
His name is Legend Bay. Do you have a problem with his name? Did you have a problem with his name being Legend Bay?
Yes.
What's your problem, Q? What's your problem?
His name is Legend Bay. Sound like a fucking wrestler. I thought y'all was talking about the Intercontinental Champion. That's what I thought y'all was talking about. Oh, Legend Bay? He got the Intercontinental Champion from Dominic Mysterio? That sounds like some shit that could happen. Thought this was a fucking NXT wrestler. This is his real name?
Yes.
He sounds like he sounds more AEW than NXT.
You think he about to win the TNT title? That's what he sound like. Yeah, either way, it don't sound like a real fucking person's name. Okay, like what? Legend Bay?
You talked about him last week on the pod.
Yeah,
I know. I thought y'all was talking about wrestling. Like, or anime. I'm like, it sounds like an anime thing. Legend Bay.
So that whole time we were having a conversation and we brought up Tennessee and Ohio State, you thought we were talking about wrestling or anime.
Well, y'all didn't bring up his name that much, to be fair. Y'all was bringing up his situation. But when I hear Legend Bay, I don't think of a person. I think of a character. He's larger than life. Legend Bay. That's like legit. That's the birth name.
Yes.
It's not like Darius Legend Bay. It's Legend Bay. Like, he popped out his mama, and his mama said, let's name him Legend.
Yeah, Legend Bay.
So his name is Legend Bay. So, yeah, anyway. All right, this is from Isaac.
It's not worse than Gakensy Kool-Aid McGinistry. That's all I can say. That's still the worst name I've ever heard. The worst combination of names.
Shout out Kool-Aid, though.
Hey, man. I don't know if I could ever just be like, yeah, it's cool to name your child Kool-Aid. Like,
you didn't like Kool-Aid growing up?
I love Kool-Aid, but I'm not gonna let nobody call me no goddamn Kool-Aid. I couldn't imagine having a person call me Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It would have hit me right. It just would have hit me right at all. To be honest. It would have hit you right. I just.
Oh, man.
You out there watching your son play football, and somebody call him Kool-Aid? Like, hold on, wait a minute, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it does make you feel a little uncomfortable.
That would be the end of it. Okay. Like, here, Nick Saban called my son Kool-Aid. All right, it's over. Like, his name is Quincy. Okay. Like, nah, no, At least Legend is not that, you know. It's just a lot. Like, you got to be cold to be named Legend.
What's the next one, Curtis?
You can't just be on punt team and your name Legend. You know what I mean? Like,
this is from Isaac. He says Sanders really got Q giving a psychology lesson on the pod.
Hey. Been that kind of year, bro. This year has felt especially mentally unhealthy. What can I say? Like, this has been a especially mentally unhealthy year for Browns fans. We'll get through it.
All right, next one is from Zendot. He says Mendoza just reminds me of all the pocket passing legends that I grew up watching in the 2010s, like Breeze, Manning, Luck. I don't know who's going to be better between Mendoza or Moore, but I want to go back.
I think Mendoza's just that traditional style of quarterback, you know. You know, back in the day, we would have called Mendoza mobile. Like, think about how much the league has changed. We would have called him, like, mobile. Like, he's just as mobile as, like, Ben was coming out of college. Or Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers was a little bit more mobile. We forget. Eric can move.
Yeah, but Eric can scoot.
Eric can scoot. But, like, you know, Matt Stafford, when he came out, similar level.
Mendoza can't scoot. to me. Like he's not immobile. Like he's not like Joe Flacco.
He can scramble. He can't scoot.
He can scramble a little bit.
Like you play man coverage and don't pay attention, his big ass gonna run up the middle and like ram his shoulder to the goal line to score. Like you can't forget about him.
Yeah, he can move a little bit.
But if you're a defense and you give up like 10 rushing yards to Mendoza, you're going to be pretty pissed about it. Like, that's the measuring stick, right? Like, you give up 10 yards to Lamar, it's Lamar. You give up 10 yards on a rushing play to Mendoza, like, hey, man, who fucked up? You know, like, that is a different reaction. like somebody's getting, Caleb Downs is yelling at somebody after that scramble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely different. But I do think Mendoza can extend plays and buy himself some time with his legs, but it's definitely not something you want him doing like consistently.
Ironically enough, look, Dante Moore run like CJ Stroud. So,
yeah, he does run like CJ Stroud though.
Where it's like, is he just super chill or is he slow? It's like kind of both.
I'd be interested to see how he tests.
He's gonna have like a faster 40 than we think too. Like it's gonna be like 4.7, high 4.7, 4.8.
I think he's gonna do sub 4.6 somewhere.
I think Mendoza might run a similar one, but it's gonna look way goofier.
Yeah, Mendoza feels very much like 4.9.
No, I remember he might be 4 because he's big, so he looks like he's slower on tape. Yeah. But he be running away from people sometimes. It's just gonna look a lot more awkward with his running stance because he's so big and shit. But yeah, it's like I remember this joke I used to have with Ben Roethlisberger. It was like, Ben's not slow, but he just runs like somebody who's like late to work, and it makes you feel like he is slow. Mendoza has that same quality about him, where it's like, he just don't look coordinated when he runs. Like if you get juked by Mendoza, dog, the whole sideline going up.
All right. Nobody's getting juked. Nobody's gonna get juked by Mendoza.
It's happened this season.
College?
Yeah.
In college?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna get juked by him in the league, though.
Somebody gonna get caught. One person's gonna get caught. If he has like a long career, like we think he will, one person's gonna get caught. I've seen Drew Brees juke somebody. You know what I mean? Like it can happen. It can certainly happen. You get caught being lazy, think you're gonna throw over your head, and then holy shit.
What's the next one, Curtis?
I mean, like Shador juking people right now, he's not that much more athletic than.
Yeah.
Shador did catch somebody. He did catch somebody one time, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it don't take much. You got so many advantages when you're running from the quarterback position.
All right. And this is from the Solvin 216. I made my bet on the acceptance part a while ago. The first year of me following the Browns was 2016.
Ooh.
Damn. Damn. That was a tough year. Was that the winless? Yeah, that was a win. We went winless.
2017 was winless?
Yeah, we had Myles on the roster.
Yo, yeah. Myles has been through so much.
Hey, man, first, I don't give a fuck what Jimmy Haslett thinks. Browns ever win the championship with Myles Garrett? Myles the first one to get talking to that microphone.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I'd have been here through it all. Mendoza gonna be trying to come up and talk. No. This about me. Okay? My bad, big dog. Browns gonna be, if the Browns ever get to a Super Bowl, he gonna be in that fucking pregame huddle. This shit about me. Okay? We doing this for me. I've been through it. Okay? Some of y'all have been along here too, but it's been me that's been struggling. Okay? So win this championship, y'all better do it for me. Okay?
All right. The next one is from Armand Holmes. He said, no, not this one. I read that one. This is from Youngblood Bay. Championship prediction. I got Oregon, OSU. I'll have to see how the first round goes.
I have to look at the bracket just to make sure I.
My thing is like Oregon's not Oregon has a really Oregon can be beat. I think they're a tier below Indiana and Ohio State.
Oh, I think we're getting Indiana, Ohio State again.
I think that's probably what we're leading up to.
Maybe if Ohio State just handles business and Indiana handles business.
Man, they're gonna play like Texas A&M in the first round.
They might play Texas A&M. They might play Miami, but
either way, you think one of those teams gonna take down? By the way, Damo on Twitter, if Marcel Reed takes down Ohio State, will be a all-time day.
Oh, he off Marcel.
Oh, he off Marcel?
Yeah, he off that.
Right, because him and Corey were punting back that fucking clip from my show for like 2 months.
Yeah, they off that. They he off the Marcel Reed thing now.
He is. Is he gonna be back on?
Nah, he's officially Team Dante Moore.
Oh shit.
All right.
Yeah,
so
he got
Mendoza it is. So Mendoza it
he got
is.
serious. Damn.
So Mendoza it is. All right. Just kidding, down.
All right. Next one is from Armand Holmes 4607. Bears have the right to tackle QB Roman DJ. I mean, okay, fair enough.
They still had work to do though. Like they still took them another offseason to get that together.
Well, they drafted Rome in the same draft that they got Caleb Williams, which we think the Browns could do. And I don't know when they got their right tackle.
He's good though.
Yeah, but when did they get him?
I'm not sure. I have to look it
Was
up.
he there before?
Yeah, we have to look it up.
Yeah, but I mean, the Browns have Myles Garrett, an elite defense, and 2 great running backs. Like, it's funny. It's funny when if the Browns have success next year with the quarterback, other fan bases will be like, well, we can't act like we have what the Browns had when they drafted insert quarterback here. And we out here like, oh, we don't got anything. We got nothing to put this quarterback around.
Yeah.
Also, we're judging the offensive line's ability to pass block off of them being incredibly injured at this point of the year. And also, Shador Sanders has like a 30% sack responsibility rate.
Not great.
Feels like that was what it was in college too. So we can move on to the next one.
Yeah, all right. Next one is from Kai Raz. One step closer to a damn QB. Seems like 95% of the fan base has drank the Kool-Aid so hard, built around Sanders. No, bro, he's a 5th-round pick.
Hey, the question is, did Andrew Berry drink the Kool-Aid? That's the only person that matters right now.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Yeah, no.
By the way, Andrew Berry, when you turn in that card, I support you. But also, make sure everybody in your family got the mentions turned off. They're going to call you everything but a child of God.
Oh, he getting called the big spoon.
Oh, the big spoon. Yeah, they going to.
Especially if they end up with Mendoza. Oh, if they end up with Mendoza.
Oh, and then the contrast is going to be played. Look at how they reacted versus drafting Shador to Mendoza. They get Mendoza. Yeah. Like, they gonna have the heavy. They gonna have Jimmy Haslam had the fucking jersey out right there. That draft happened in Pittsburgh too.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all bad.
Yeah, the optics are gonna be awful for him. like I already seen people call him a Carlton because he had a fucking Ivy League degree. I'm like, damn. So he educated. We just gonna do that now, default.
I don't like this. I want to be on. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, this is just very, very scary. We're getting very anti-intellectual here.
Yeah, I'm done with this, man. Just draft the quarterback and trade him away, please.
We're gonna be standing there with black shades and bow ties on next to Andrew Berry, like, no, you did the right thing. Turn the card in, brother.
All right, next, this was from Ski Slope Logan. Ain't no 5 stages. Agree with me, trade Watchmen.
Yes.
I'm over it. I'm so done with it. Like, they're just
don't let them have like a good game too, week 1.
I don't care. I do not care.
It's just gonna become another one of those things, like how Baker's another one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was apparently hooping. He wasn't hooping on Thursday. I know that.
Oh, Baker Mayfield.
No, he was atrocious. He's been bad for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, it looked like that was a very familiar performance in Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. Whoever wins that division is going to get destroyed that first game of the playoffs. By the way,
is he up for a contract extension too?
I'm not sure.
Yes, Messi is.
What do you do with that?
I don't know.
Because he's going to max, right?
I just love how you're going to have, like, an organization is going to have to ask themselves that exact same question the Browns had to ask themselves.
It's tough.
Because you're not getting discount this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really pay him this time.
Because he's probably going to make the playoffs 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
He made a Pro Bowl one of them years too, right?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe we shall see. But Ray Rag says, so does Myles break the record, or stop, or try and make it insanely insurmountable?
Insanely insurmountable.
He's getting to 25. He said his goal is 25. He got it written on his arm in Japanese, don't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that, and he made a reference to Godzilla, something like that.
No, that was the most fucked up shit. Myles Garrett getting Godzilla written on his wrist.
This is from Kyraz again. High Mendoza agenda stock is so up this week, so ready for the draft and reload this offense. Also, has there been any update on Emerson or JOK? I mean, from what I heard about Emerson, he's doing well. He's in good spirits. JOK, I don't know.
He's probably retiring.
Yeah, JOK is probably going to retire soon. It could go either way, but I seriously doubt he's going to play football again.
I think from what I hear, the problem is nobody's going to clear him.
Clear him, yeah. And, like, it's not worth you getting seriously injured on that field, brother. Like, we good.
Yeah.
Ray Rags says, Brendan Sorsby, Dylan Raiola, DJ Lagway, Aiden Childs, who have the most success and who is going to Miami?
Dylan Raiola to Miami would be interesting.
He goes from an Adidas school to another Adidas school.
And
where did Brendan Sorsby go to school before he transferred to Cincinnati?
He left right before Kurt took the job.
Yeah, I think he might be going back.
Back to Indy. Do you think they're gonna let him wear 15?
Oh yeah,
Probably
he was
not.
at Indy. Yeah, he was at
Probably
Indy.
not.
I didn't know that. Aiden Childs was at Oregon State. Then he decided to go to Michigan State. I don't know where he's going to go.
Bad choice going to Michigan State. He feels like the guy who should go to Oregon or Kentucky.
He should go to Oregon for real.
Because he needs to. He's going to Oregon. I think that's where he's going. He feels like the Oregon guy. Raiola, I mean, that screams Miami, doesn't it?
Possibly, yes. I can see it.
He could follow his idol Mahomes and go to Texas Tech.
That would be
if he goes to Texas Tech,
levels of dick riding, right?
Yeah,
like that would.
I'm
is he going to wear 15 there too? Like, is he going to go full Pat? Hey, he's like, hey, look, there's a market of people looking for Pat Mahomes this year because he's tore his ACL. I got you.
If he goes to Texas Tech, I'm just calling him a dick rider outright, bro. Like, no more tiptoeing around it. He's
got to go on a tour explaining how this isn't dick riding. You know what I mean?
How is this not dick riding at this point?
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna wear the number, right? Like I'm getting. He gotta get it. He gotta show up with this haircut like Travis Kelce, like just with the taper and the fade. Like I'm not trying to do that. Like, I'm gonna get some tattoos. Like, you got to go on a whole tour to be like, you remember how Quinn Ewers looked at Ohio State and what he looked like at Texas? You got to do something similar.
Yeah.
You got to go on a whole fucking thing. Because
matter of fact, you know what? Go to Miami. Go to Miami.
You should go to Miami. You should go to Miami. Can I wear 5? Like, no, you cannot wear 5. All right, I'll just take 15. Oh my God. Dick riding.
If he goes, if I see a tweet that says he's going to Texas Tech, I'm just gonna post the Van Lathan the Van Lathan video. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. If you don't, you'll see it.
By the way, that rock video you posted towards Camp Carmen was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
You're like, come here. The Rock has something to tell you. No, you don't want me to say this out loud. Bow. It's a troll. What's his on 3? Like, what's his? Does on 3 have like his percentages up yet, or where he might land?
No, they'll probably put in the RPMs once the season's over with. So I don't know where he's going to go.
That's the thing, though. It could happen, and Texas Tech has money, and it might just make sense. But you gotta explain that to people. That's where all of this whole Mahomes cosplay is going to certainly backfire on Dylan Raiola, because that will be the moment America has enough. Okay, right there would be the moment. And somebody going to talk him into do it, like recreating. He going to do the Jason Tatum, where Jason Tatum was like, I'm going to recreate all of Kobe's iconic pictures. And he going to start recreating Texas Tech Pat Mahomes pictures. And I'm like, all right, son.
Yeah, all right. We got to stop. We have to stop.
Enough. The JP Acosta, all caps, enough tweets. Enough.
God, I hope he doesn't do it. I hope he doesn't do it.
I kind of hope he does it now. You think he goes back to like Georgia or something like that?
No.
No.
Because like during that whole recruiting process, like you even said it before, he transferred from multiple high schools. He was a commit to Ohio State at one point, then he decommitted, then he committed to Georgia, then he decommitted, then he committed to Nebraska. I'm like, college kids don't want to deal with that.
Where's his brother going?
I have no idea.
Did he go to Nebraska?
I have to see.
Dayton, went to Nebraska, so I bet that's going to be a flip pretty soon.
He decommitted.
Yep. he saw what Mendoza did with his little brother. It's like, all right, I'm about to do the same thing. And I don't think Kirk Cignetti's picking up that phone.
No, absolutely not.
No, son. Not for me.
What's next, Curtis?
All right, next one. This is from Ray Rags. He says, just think of all the amazing defensive seasons ever, and there's only one ever unanimous D point in J.J. Watt in 2011. There's no way Myles is to get unanimous, right? We're not going to get a one vote for Melo in 2013 situation, right?
We are absolutely going to get a white man to vote against this.
A white man from Pittsburgh specifically.
Oh yeah, like Mark Caboli. I don't want to put that on Mark Caboli because he actually seems like a good person. But somebody's gonna do what they feel needs to be done. You know,
actually, J.J. Watt won unanimous DPOY in 2014. What's in 2011?
Yeah. Look. It's a Watt brother. Like, I didn't know it was a Watt brother thing. You know, it's gonna somebody's most loyal soldier is gonna be like, no. And then everybody on the internet's gonna be pissed off about it. And then that person will announce a deal with Barstool Sports. Hey, look, I just signed with the Heritage Foundation. Okay. It's plot twist. It's going to be RG3.
All right. This is from Brandon Hone Peterson, 1024. He says, let's do a solid trade. J.A. to the Lakers for Kobe.
Trade Jay to the league. Trade Jay
Fair
to
down
the
to
Lakers for Cove.
Get Austin Reeves back, and
And
we'll take Rui.
no.
We'll take Rui and Austin Reeves. We'll take him off your hand.
No.
Japanese Jordan. We're gonna put Japanese Jordan.
Japanese Jordan. You know,
I need Rui to have another breakout game so I can post that TikTok again.
Hey, I hate to copy Colin Cowherd, but we're good. We're okay.
Nah.
You could.
If Jared Allen, Austin Reeves trade gonna hit like crack, brother.
Nah, I'm good. We're good.
Yeah, you gonna have Jared Allen and DeAndre Ayton holding down the middle.
No thanks.
You don't want that?
Doesn't sound very appealing.
Hey man, we'll throw in Larry Nance.
We're okay.
Larry Nance and Max Strus. We need some shooters.
You guys are good with Jared and everything that's going on over there.
Nah, y'all owe the NBA one for the Luka trade, so you gotta give us.
We don't
owe
you shit.
You owe the game. You owe the game of basketball.
We don't owe you shit. That's not how this works.
Get ready to learn DeAndre Hunter for Austin Reeves.
We're good.
All right, this is from Ray Rags. We were a QB away 2 years ago. Now we're way worse than that team.
Yeah, think about yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, be like that.
Hey. Again, man, we just don't pay face value for quarterback play. We will overpay for quarterback play. We will try to underpay for quarterback play. But one thing this franchise hates doing is just the proper value for quarterback play.
It's dumb, bro. It's just dumb.
It's like, just do it. You know,
just do it.
It's there. Just do it. It's cool. It ain't gonna hurt nobody.
All right, this next one's from Ray Rags. I don't know if this is basketball related, but
this is Mitchell Schwartz. Back to his Mitchell Schwartz point.
Oh, they offered Mitchell a contract. He looked around and said, "Okay, I'll sign that." And they said that contract is on the table anymore.
And he went to Kansas City, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
What fucking clown show of a general manager was that? Was that Ray Farmer?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
It had to be Ray. It would have had to be Ray.
It feels like a Sachi thing too.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Ray who did that shit. It sounds like some shit Ray would do.
Yeah, Ray or Sachi.
Maybe.
Oh, is it the Bottlegate anniversary today?
I don't know.
Really?
Happy anniversary to all who celebrate.
All right. Got two more. This is from Isaac again. He says, "Glad I got to watch the live this week. Ready for the mocks now queued. This is my second most watched channel this year."
What's your most watched channel?
Appreciate that. Oh, do you think it's your main one? You think it's your main one?
No, I'll be seeing some crazy combinations. It'd be like, yeah, I'll be watching Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, Unc and Ocho, and then UQ, and it's like, huh? These are a combination.
Shout out to y'all for having me in the top 3.
Look, I'm thankful for any combination that puts me in the top 5.
All right, this is from Autistic Kid. Oh, Q's gonna hate this one. Cole, is it still the big 3 in anime? If one is still in publication, absolutely killing it.
Yeah, Piece is the greatest anime of all time. I'm there. I successfully One Piece pilled the GOAT.
Okay, cool.
Oh man, whenever we talk about anime, your blood boils. You just get so irritated by
it. Every time he's just like, "Oh God."
I ain't even react. I ain't even do nothing. See, y'all projected this onto me. You know, I'll just be out here like, okay, y'all talk about some shit. I'll be out here just looking at, my timeline, and then I'll be checking in like, oh, y'all done? All right, That's all I
Look,
do.
sooner or later it's gonna happen, man. You might as well just accept it.
Y'all are hilarious because I tweeted something, and then I think Mac was like, "What about the people who want you to watch anime?" And then like you, JP, Curtis, all got up in there like, "We will break them one day." I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, break me?" Like,
we're gonna get there.
It's
man.
gonna get there. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Let me tell you.
Trust the process. It's gonna happen.
By the way, shout out to John Rivers. He retweeted one of my tweets. You know, big
That
shout
was
out.
such a petty. That was such a petty shout out. Such an underhanded.
We all cool. We are all friends of John Rivers on this show. Like, even though he tweeted something crazy about the Sherrod Moore situation. Like,
oh man, John, that was insane, dog.
Yeah, brother, I'm not with you on that. I was this close to being like Curtis was right. Like,
I saw that tweet. I was like, "Ooh,
you need to keep this freaky ass out of here, dog."
We are not going to talk about that whole situation.
The whole Sherrod Moore.
No,
so he was more raw than we thought. This dude is insane.
Every detail that comes out about that story gets worse.
What's more out of pocket? What he said or what Booger McFarland tweeted out afterwards?
What did Booger McFarland tweet out?
Nah, man, because hold on, I gotta look up the tweet because I remember it was hilarious.
This situation has caused a lot of people to put reactions out on the internet that I would just not. I would just not.
You don't gotta do it, bro. You don't gotta do it.
I mean, like you could just. Nobody was asking, you know.
Yeah, because this is what he said. It's after this is what he quote tweeted after the Brett McMurphy thing. This conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy, and UNM maintains zero tolerance for such behavior. And he said it's undefeated. And I'm like, all right. He said it's undefeated, referring to what he did.
Amen. Everybody don't have to have an opinion about this, man. It's like,
bro.
All right, we got 2 more super chats.
By the way, when I put Sherrod Moore in Google, first thing that popped up was wife. And I could just hear the reaction to the results of that Google search, which is a collective, like,
Yeah, you could least surprising thing ever.
Oh, this is that white on white crime. Like, okay. Ooh.
Anyway,
right, it's not funny though. We shouldn't make any more jokes about it. That shit is not funny. Like,
it's not funny.
Okay, so
Ray Rags, Cole, the Lakers still biggest idiot of all time, letting you guys get James Worthy for nothing. Listen, man. I mean, you're not wrong. That's definitely a thing that happened. It's the whole owing you part that I'm just like not subscribing to at this point.
Cope sound like a billionaire right now.
I personally feel like that. I just feel like we don't really owe you anything.
Sound like a billionaire, bro. He's like, yeah, man. Like, I understand that you have a reasonable complaint here, but I don't see why that means I have to pay you. Like, all right, Mark Cuban. Like,
listen, nobody
give
told
us
me
our
he had to
money
make
back,
that trade.
dog. You've owed us for 30 years. You can't give us an Austin Reeves in return.
No.
We gave y'all LeBron.
Did you give us LeBron or did LeBron choose to leave?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both.
I think he just chose to leave.
It was a little bit of both.
Not according to my story.
We amicably let him go.
Oh, well.
So that he could move on to the next venture. You know, we could have made it difficult.
Oh, okay. Sure, pal.
You know, yeah. We saw he was feeling LA. We was like, you know what? Go pursue that, LeBron. We'll move on.
Whatever makes you sleep better at night.
Mm-hmm. And this is why I root against the Lakers every chance I get. I hope that they stink in the playoffs. I hope that they lose in the first. Whatever combination makes Laker fans the most miserable, I usually root for, only second up by whatever makes Celtics fans the most miserable. Who would you hate to lose to? Because like the Oklahoma City Thunder losing to them, they ain't gonna hurt you.
No,
It's okay. It's okay. See,
what about is it the Rockets losing to the Rockets? Would that piss you off?
Nah, that wouldn't hurt me.
What about the Nuggets?
No.
The Nuggets would have hurt you. Clippers ain't even gonna be
that would hurt me, but they stink. So
they stink. They're terrible.
They're
what team Dylan Brooks on?
Suns.
No, they ain't good enough to hurt nobody.
No.
All
right. This one is from Adam. He says, too much DG trade smoke for nothing to happen.
There's always DG trade smoke, though.
It's been trade smoke since what? Last postseason or
something like that.
Postseason after that.
We'll see, because they are certainly putting together some come to Jesus performances, like some performances that result in big moves. So we'll see.
All right, that is it for these super chats.
All right, so
I want to talk about. Oh yeah, we got on here for 2 hours. So that's crazy.
It's been on here for almost 3.
About to be 3.
Yeah, I was about to say, what we want to talk about? We done, brother. That's it. That's the show.
Yeah, that is true.
Evan Mobley got hurt. That sucks. Like, we got did we advertise any other topics? Oh, Micah and Mahomes are out. We kind of talked about that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing.
We got it. Yeah, we tired, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Shout outs, Cole.
All right, let's shout out to everybody who super chatted. I am scrolling up to make sure I don't miss anybody. So shout out to Ray Rags 14, of course, the homie Ray Rags always in here. Shout out to the homie Cam's Cut Ups always in here. Shout out to the homie Saying So always in here. Shout out to Brandon R. Home Peterson. Brandon Rome Peterson. 1024. That's definitely new. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Isaac Arndt 17. Shout out to Isaac. Shout out to Zen.17. Shout out to The Solvit 216. Shout out to Armand Holmes 4607. Shout out to Young Blood Bake. Shout out to Kyra. Shout out to Ski Slope Logan, always in here. Kyra's always in here as well. And shout out to Autistic Kid and Adam Holland 7042. Shout out to everybody who super chatted. We love y'all.
By the way, I'm proud that at least we got to the point where we didn't make a Josina Anderson tweet go viral this week. I don't know if she.
Shout out to Zach Jackson for giving Josina a much needed win.
Oh, he lost.
Oh yeah, he had to delete that podcast and everything.
Yeah, he lost that. He lost.
Yeah,
I need to do some research. I did not know about this.
Yeah, he gave her a much needed victory.
Wow, he lost to Josina.
Yeah, can't believe he gave her that W.
How bad was the pot? What happened? You know what? Tell me after the show.
We'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, I'll tell you after the show.
All right.
That's it. You have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.